And we're live.
Hey,
How the fuck do you do an intro? Holy shit.
I ask myself that every time I stream.
I didn't even fucking name this shitty podcast.
Just name it.
How you people doing?
Hello. Welcome to Jinxie's podcast. I guess we're going for now. It's a work in progress. I'm joined by two people from the community, and they are.
All right.
Hayden, you got the floor.
Hello, I am Hayden. I go by the Sky Buffalo or at the Sky Buffalo on Twitter if you want to follow me there. Um, that's it. Go ahead, John.
I'm John. I go by that blue bolt on Twitter. It's that blue dash bolt. I'm a fan artist and I contribute here and there besides giving spicy takes here and there. But that's me.
And I'm Jinxie. Some people call me Axel. Some people call me Faggot.
Whoop.
Um, I'm just a really old member of the community that's not really done anything worthwhile, but I've been around.
He's
So,
been around. He's been around for a few years, so I'm
at,
acquainted with him.
at least 15. I was around longer than most of veterans.
15. That is a long ass time. I've known you for maybe 9 or 10 of those. I think.
Yeah, you met me through second.
Second Life. That's when
Not
I used to.
Oh no.
Yeah, those are my stomping grounds for like the first bit. I had a friend that got me into it, and someone I don't associate with anymore. So that's an old story for another time.
that's. I feel like that's the story for anybody that's in Second Life. So it's like
Yeah.
someone come on, join Second Life. You have to have your fucking character. They're 3D. It's really fun. And it's like fine. And then you're
That's when I
joining, and then 5 years
yeah.
later, you find out everyone's just having awkward 3D sex.
Yeah, that was when they had prims instead of mesh. That's when 3D shit like with Blender was starting to really pick up.
Now it's VR chat.
Now, yeah, now it is VR chat. It's just Second Life 2.0, but more for more memes. So, all
It's
right.
it's just VR. Second Life's easier than VR chat because I don't know. It's like easier to make stuff as opposed to like rigging.
Mm.
I think it's just overall as a whole, like the appeal of VR chat is, a VR headset. So not everyone's gonna have money for that. So
Yeah, I've never, I never actually had a Second Life account or like the MView or whatever it was called. Never had any like social in-game network accounts. I've done VR chat a couple times, but usually just for fun.
yeah, all right, we got that bullshit out of the way. We got a list of fun, fancy topics we can talk about.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Into
Let
this
me
weekend.
let me look at our thing. So we're gonna talk about the what was that convention that was the other day? Like I keep seeing initials, but I don't know what it's called.
South
Apparently,
by Southwest.
South by Southwest had a panel for Sonic Team Drag Queen Racing
Drag
Drag Queen Racing.
Drag Team Racing.
Team Sonic Racing.
Team Sonic Racing. I don't know if it's Sonic Team Racing or Team Sonic Racing.
Team Sonic Racing. TSR.
Team Sonic
As
Racing.
people usually abbreviate it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
TSR.
So it's
Because
so basically
we're
just
getting
another Sonic game where you're racing in the cars because
Yeah, but the big appeal of this one is that apparently like there's this team mechanic, and I don't really know how it works. Like they haven't really described it, but I guess like you can use your teammates to help you like get faster, use items. I'm not really sure how that's gonna work, but that's like the
Right.
whole appeal of it, and that's kind of its namesake as well.
maybe
Actually,
I like to think that with that game it averages out everyone's placements and then finds out and it decides it that way.
oh,
Well,
all right.
let's say you finish in first, but your buddy finishes in third. It might average you to like first or second place.
Something
And
like that.
they might give you points based on where you are. So say like you place first, but your team places last. So even though you placed first, because the overall team points were kind of low, average.
Oh, so like Mario Kart, where if you get a certain amount of coins and you get more coins, but you finish in second, but your coins bring you up to being tied in first place to someone else. I
No,
get that.
all the coins do is in Mario Kart they just give you additional acceleration. They
Oh,
make it.
that's now. I just remember that used to be a thing then. Is that
Was that how
Octane?
That
was that how the first one was done?
I don't know. I know how that's how Mario Kart 8's done, where the coins only just boost your speed a little bit. But yeah, each place has like predetermined points you're getting. So even if you place last the first match, if you place first the other ones, you're gonna rise up very quickly.
Sorry, excuse me for that. Fucking roach
You're
was
good.
on my blinds. I don't get them often, but when I do, I kill the bastards because they lay fucking eggs.
Just be careful killing them because of the whole pheromone thing.
Yeah, little
Ro-
shitheads.
Roaches, that's a funny way to say blue shell and red shell and green shell. They're just bouncing around.
Okay, well, here we go. Ah.
Actually, speaking of blue shells, I retweeted a clip from a fan Sonic racing game that I thought was really neat.
There's a fan Sonic racing game?
Yeah, Sonic
Ca-
West cart or something.
Oh, so you saw the thing? It was someone was playing as
Yes, I
like
did.
some green. Someone was playing as like some green metal Sonic, and he was
I've
like,
never seen that.
um,
I'm trying to find it right now. Sonic Roboblast 2 cart. Um,
Huh. Okay.
so like it's Sonic Roboblast. Sorry, like deviate from the South by Southwest panel thing, but Sonic Roboblast was
Okay.
a really old game, like for a fan game, and like it had like this. It was like It was a 3D/2D Sonic game where how it was stylized, and it played a little weird. It's kind of hard to see, but what they did is they took the same engine and made a free car racer you can go download right now. And I haven't played it myself yet, but I know a bunch of people from the community have.
Oh,
I,
it's a cute little game. I like it.
Yeah,
it's,
and one of the things they included that Jinx was talking about was they have this item that it's like the blue shell where it targets you when you're in first place, but unlike the blue shell, you can actually if you keep maximum speed, you can outrun it. And so it's basically if you're being targeted by it,
Oh.
if you're skilled enough, you can get away from it.
Oh, okay. It's not as cutthroat as Mario Kart Online is.
it was like
Yeah,
the
That
neatest
is a
thing I
cutthroat.
saw. Just him just narrowly escaping the fucking thing until he crossed the finish line.
yeah. So I'm wondering like something about Team Sonic Racing that I keep seeing stuff about it. Like obviously we saw the customization trailer. Like I
I-
don't know what the items are. I don't know like most of the tracks. I've seen very few of them. The remixes are fantastic though. I'll say that.
They are. Oh,
Oh,
Bingo Highway is the best one, I think, right now.
that's what
I'm
that's
still
what's one of the things they showed off. They showed off like three tracks because, of course, they had
Yeah,
the legend Jun Sonoy there, who's done like he's what was his first game? Was it the adventure game?
yeah. It did take up a majority of the time of the panel, but yeah, Jen Snowway did a lot of the tracks for Heroes, Adventure 2, Adventure, and I think some tracks on some later games, but I'm not too familiar.
I'm
But
still a huge fan of the Sand Road remix. That one's my favorite still.
I haven't heard it yet.
oh yeah,
I'm probably gonna like
yeah, I haven't
pick
listened
it
to
up.
that either. I do need to pick it up, but
Actually, we could probably listen to it during this
probably
podcast. I don't have the background music playing, by the way.
uh
Oops.
you don't have a bot to be able to do it. That's okay.
Mm.
But you know, I know that it took up a lot of the panel, and I seen on Twitter some of the communities going that could have been released on on like a YouTube thing or something. But I don't know. I mean, I'm looking at it, and Azuka seemed like he was actually enjoying himself during that panel. They had a couple few laughs here and there, and some community stuff. The animation was nice. I liked it. Some
Yeah,
people were a little bit bothered about how how come they spent big budget on Sonic Riders animation but they can't get it again. I'm like, it only got greenlit
they
for
got.
Team Sonic Racing. Sega's being a little stingy here, so we're lucky we even got that.
I don't think they're being stingy. Tyson, hence, I don't even know if I'm saying his name right, but he
Tyson
he
has,
does he does
yeah, that's it.
great job. But every time someone brings up Tyson, I like to bring up a joke with him. There's like, let's not forget about the time he tweeted out asking if anybody drew Monster Sora porn when that was announced when Kingdom Hearts 3 wasn't even out yet. And
He
then someone's like, "Didn't you animate Sonic Mania Adventures?" And then he replied with, "So is that a no?"
he's the guy that did those boxer hockey Sonic comics called Hedgehog the Sonic.
I
He
haven't,
started with those.
I remember those.
I haven't seen those. I've never done like a lot in the community or like looked into a lot of the community. I like most of my life has just been like playing video games, so I never like researched anything. So when people talked about stuff like this or like any like community projects,
Right.
it's like I have no clue what it is.
Yeah, that's how he started. He made these comics making fun of Sonic the Hedgehog. You got Sonic. He called Knuckles Nipples the enchilada.
Is that where that started?
Yeah, Batface the Rogue.
Oh my god.
Original the character Do Not Steal, and favorite Arms the magical Kitsune.
Oh my god.
And now he's
Yeah.
doing that Team Sonic Racing animation, which is what people are considering is I guess the one good part of the panel, quote unquote, which I kind of agree with. Like from an outsider's
Oh, yeah.
perspective, I thought the panel was very boring. I thought it was very lackluster, and I kind of agree.
I can
Where
understand that.
Or like I kind of agree. Where it's like, here's all the things we could put on social media in a week, but we're gonna tell you about it in an hour. And then the animation thing was fun. It was fun. It was an enjoyable time. Big is pure, but
Yeah, that was actually enjoyable. I used to hate big memes or how they'd reference him, but now I'm like, you know what? That is some cute, wholesome shit. Him just wanting some Froggy merch. You know, I
Yeah.
can.
Who doesn't want a Froggy shirt though?
They're actually selling them now.
yeah,
They
they are.
actually have them.
Yeah, that's something we're gonna bring up later. Is the fucking Froggy merch?
Fucking Froggy merch.
Hell, I
I
might
will-
actually
I
start
will
buying
say
merch.
this: like, I'm sure it was a lot more hype for people that were actually at the panel. I know people that got to take selfies with John, and hell, one of my
So they
friends
say.
got him. He got my buddy Super Egg Kevin. He got him to sign his guitar. Lucky bastard. Oh, that was
Hey.
cool. And Fatima brought me home. That's Masked Werecat on Twitter. She's my fiance. She brought me home a Shadow the Hedgehog guitar pick.
Oh
I'm
jeez.
so stoked to fucking have that.
Bunch of the guys from Second Life were there too. Like, do you remember Zeke?
I remember Zeke.
She was there. She got a picture with June.
Really?
Uh-huh.
That's pretty cool. Hey, cool. She got to get a picture with him. God, I haven't heard that name in so fucking long. God, that old dumb shit back in the day. Ooh.
So yeah, like so many people just got pictures of June. I think, yeah, so many people that I watch, like I would name them off, but no one's gonna know who these people are.
Well, it is hard to get him at an event. I mean, it is
Oh.
hard to get John to come out to an event.
You fucking
Yeah.
get a picture with June, you're good. That is like,
Yeah,
as a
you're
Sonic
good.
fan, that is like your holy grail right there.
Actually, know a guy. A dude. I think his name is Pascal on Twitter. He got to
Yeah.
talk to John about his favorite Metallica album, which is Master of Puppets, and I'm like, no fucking way. That's my favorite Metallica album. You guys got good taste. That is some good fucking metal music there. So happy about that. It just made me stoked to hear.
Yeah,
Cool.
I've been told that the vibe of actually being there is a lot better than the vibe that you got from watching it. Because
Yeah.
because the general consensus I've gotten from people who just watched it is very boring. But the people who were there said it was like super fun.
Well, that's because they get to have, the meet and greet and experience with other fans and talk to people. And I can't believe one of my buddies, his name is Chris Toaster. I don't know what his Twitter handle is because it's spelled a little funny. He
Oh,
was
I
the
got you.
guy in the toaster shirt. That was him. He had the toaster shirt.
No.
It's just Christ, Crist,
Right?
and then Oster. So
Oster.
actually, Cris Toaster with a
There it
capital R
is.
at the end.
There it is. Thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah, he's the guy with the toaster shirt.
Yeah, he's great.
I drew him a picture once where I drew his hair on a piece of toast, all smug and stupid. And that's
Oh
him.
my
I
god.
sent that to him. It's
Like,
somewhere
so you
in my
drew
art bin.
his face on a toast?
I drew his face on a piece of toast with his hair,
Because he's a
looking
piece of
all
toast.
suave and shit. Yeah, exactly.
Did you drew him like like the smug emoji, the smirk emoji that's on
I
Discord?
almost drew something like the smug emoji. It's kind of this weird little weeby anime style because that's his aesthetic. I'm like, yep, I'll do that because it's gonna look cringe. It's like that
Do you
stupid gif of
do you have a picture of that we could post in the YouTube description when we post this?
in the YouTube. Yeah, I can definitely do that.
Alright,
You know, are
Let me
you
see
using
if I can find that picture.
Are you using Streamlabs right now?
I'm using OBS Studio.
Okay, then I wouldn't know. I know how to include a picture onto the stream with Streamlabs, but not OBS.
Yeah, OBS
I mean,
is
I-
a little bit tricky.
I mean, I do have video editing software. I have what is this stupid program? I got
Actually, I forgot. The
Movie
picture
studio.
is Toast. I'm sorry. The picture is Toast and his girlfriend Pion. She's a rabbit and he's a piece of toast. That's
Yeah,
really-
Peanut Suki's.
oh my
Yeah,
god, they're gonna
so-
have amazing ugly babies.
No,
Come
they've been
on.
together a long time.
Yeah, they have.
I've only been in Sonic community like hardcore in our community for like the last year or so. Like I've been part of the whole fan base for almost 20 years now, but like as like on Twitter and such with all these people, it's been over a year. But Peon and Toaster are actually like people I've known for multiple years now. Peon's the very first artist I
They're-
actually really ever talked to.
Yeah, she's really cool. Very, very chill. We met her at the Sonic Artist Meetup last year that Jovial Nights was hosting, but her and Toast were so busy because she had college shit going on, so
Yeah.
she didn't get to really stick around. She was there to sell some merch, and then she had to scoot, so that was something. But hey, I liked the meetup. It was fun. Excuse me. There's my
There you
drink.
go.
Excuse me.
I don't have one,
Delicious.
despite the root beer that's sitting right here.
Just swallow air for him.
Alrighty. Okay, what else do we have to talk about?
The toaster.
Yeah, let
Weird.
me pull up the list.
Yeah, we can kind of go through some bullet points.
Okay, so
we can talk about
that was more or less the intro. So the first thing we have on the list was they started off the stream poking fun at Tales of Adventures 3, which so what is that? Because again, I don't know any.
I think it might have been a joke, like the whole big fishing adventure 3 thing.
It's similar, but it apparently comes from a game on the Game Gear called Tales Adventure.
Yeah,
I
that's
never
okay.
played it. I think it has a Wendy Witch Cart and shit like that. Oh no, that's Sky Flying Adventure or
Yeah.
something like that. Sky Patrol. Tales.
Yeah, Tales Sky Patrol, and then Tales Adventure it's a game. I've played it. It was part of the Sonic Gems collection.
Was there a Tales Adventure 2? They're just skipping the Tales Adventure 3.
I think
there was
there was a
only-
Tales of Adventure 2. It was on the Gems
Was
collection.
there?
I think.
No, I don't. I think it was only Tales Adventure and then Tales Sky Patrol. But I can do the trick right now.
I think it's really them poking fun at the whole Adventure 3 thing because
Yeah.
of course,
They're
that's what
really-
people are writing
they-
and screaming
Wow,
about.
Tales Adventure has like super high reviews, like 94%, 4.4, 4.6 out of 5.
Really? I might
Yeah.
have to get Game
That
Gear
might
just
be-
to play it now.
That
do
might.
you have Gems? Do you have a GameCube or a PS2?
I actually have a GameCube with the add-on to play the Game Boy games onto it.
Well,
so
just
yeah.
get Sonic Gems collection. It's on there.
Oh shit! They actually Fatima might have. Hold on, let me
I-
dig in.
Can you emulate that? Because I could
Probably.
probably stream
shit.
that.
A Game
already
Gear?
have-
Yes, definitely.
I already have a copy of Sonic Gems Collection, so I can play Sonic CD. I already own that. Sonic Fighters and Sonic R. Okay.
Yep.
I didn't even know we had that. Shit.
There's a lot of games on that system or on that collection,
I'm surprised.
We
including all the
we
most
could
of the Game Gear games are right there too.
we could totally just like all do our individual playthrough and upload that at some point, or even just stream it.
I just had that shit sitting on my shelf, and I'm like, I wish I fucking had
I don't
it
have
here."
any of my old shit. Because I moved out when I was like 18,
Yeah.
so that's like forever ago. So I've lost most of my shit.
Oh,
I have
man, I know
Xbox
that
360
sucks.
games, but I can't play them because yeah.
I was so fucking poor, so I refused. My family said you should just let some of that shit go. I'm like, no, it's the only fucking thing I own in this world. You are not gonna make me part with my shit. I worked hard to build that collection, and I'm gonna keep it. So, yeah, it's me.
My collection is just basically just downloading off of emulator sites before Nintendo decides to fuck it up.
I got a fuck ton of figurines and old games and shit like that. Hell, I got Sonic 1 with the manual and everything in the
Oh
old
god.
You have written here about how maybe Tales of Adventure 3 could have been a fan game poke, which I don't think it is. I think it was just them having fun. But about fan games, Sega's been
Yeah.
like super good with them.
Yeah, they
I'm
never
so glad
did a.
that
s-
Sega's
They
good
did.
with thing games.
Yeah, they don't do cease and desist like Nintendo does, do they?
No. The thing is, Nintendo, I think because Nintendo is so big, whenever there's a fan game that comes out that could possibly compete with a mainline title, that's when they start going into a frenzy panic and sending cease and desist notice. Remember the first Zelda game, like where you have no map, no nothing, you just go around and find shit and then take
Yeah.
on the boss? Well, someone was gonna make that in a semi 3D isometric perspective, like where it looks like the pixels were lifted off the ground, and you could walk around and see behind the trees and all that. Well, Nintendo struck that shit down in a hot minute. It was out for a month. We had that news for a month, and they just
Well,
dropped the fucking hammer on
Nintendo's dropped so much. They canceled, or not canceled. They set the cease and desist to,
it.
I
Yeah.
believe, the Ocarina of Time like Super HD remix. There was the
Right.
Super Mario 64 multiplayer. Pokemon, I believe it was called Pokemon Atomic or something, where like they had a whole new.
Something.
There was a whole new region of all the whole like over 100 new Pokemon that the creator made, like even a new type just for this generation, or like supposed generation, and Nintendo canned that.
Oh, yeah.
There was the
Pokemon-
Metroid game.
Pokemon Platinum was canned too. I remember that.
Platinum was an actual game.
Wait, Platinum was an actual game? I thought that was a fan thing.
No.
after
What
Diamond and
what
Pearl.
gen was that?
It went Diamond and Pearl, which is Gen 4, and then they did the remake, like how they used to.
Oh
Like,
yeah, that's when Giratina came in.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
That
played
is a real thing.
I played that because there's a story with me and Platinum. So
You know, I'm I haven't played a Pokemon game since Fire Red, so you can see how much I've been paying.
I was kind of like semi.
who I am reading the chat.
Yeah, we're reading the chat. We'll like ask questions in the chat later. So okay, so there is a story of how I played Platinum. So I did not like that gen at all. Like I'm sorry to people who did enjoy that. And then Lugana, someone from Second Life,
Uh-huh.
he, being the fucking wiener he is, he's like, he's like, hey Axel, if you beat the game in a day or 3 days, I'll give you like $10 basically.
$10.
What would basically be $10 in Second Life currency?
I,
So I'm like, fucking
No idea.
fine.
Never played it.
So I played it, and he also had another stipulation. I had to catch Giratina in a Pokeball, and
you had to
so
check
I literally did not sleep, fart, shit, eat anything until I beat that game, and I think someone has a recording of me just angrily going, because I can't
Or-
catch the little fucker.
some goofy shit. Oh, it's when you're throwing the Pokeball and
Pokemon Uranium.
catch it.
Pokemon
Ur-
Uranium.
Uranium sounds familiar.
Yeah, that's the name of the fan game.
That was the one. I don't know why I thought that. What the fuck? Uranium. That's why you said Pokemon Atomic.
Yeah, I knew it had something to do with like nuclear because I think that was the type that was added was the nuclear type,
Right, because
and that was just a couple years ago. Actually, in August 2016.
Oh.
And
Pokemon
then there's
Uraniums.
a whole Metroid thing. That's the game. Nuke Pokemon. Yes,
Fucking
we're in Nuke Pokemon.
Metroid was a couple months ago, wasn't it?
That was
On
a while ago. That was before the Samus Returns 3DS game.
On a side note, Detective Pikachu's looking gorgeous.
It is.
It is looking gorgeous. Like the fact, I was a little iffy about the first trailer. When I seen the second one where Ryan Reynolds is Pikachu screaming, "Get me the hell out of here!" I'm like, "Yep, that's it. I'd take my money. I'm gonna go see that." That's
I don't
enough.
think might not have a good plot, but it's gonna be super fun regardless.
Oh, it's gonna be fun. Mewtwo looks great in that movie. I mean, some of the visuals are crazy. Like you got half the land rising up like a damn wall. I think that's an illusion, maybe. I don't know what's happening, but it's gonna be big. Whatever it is, it's gonna be some billion-dollar box office
I
movie.
hope someone gets stabbed.
Someone gets stabbed.
Yeah,
Holy shit!
like just in the Pokemon world instead of like an actual Pokemon, it's just somebody stabbing someone.
someone going,
So-
hey,
So
the
it's
hell
just,
with Pikachu saying fuck? Let's just see someone get stabbed.
someone's gonna get stabbed by a fucking Scyther. I'm watching.
Like a looker comes out of nowhere, has in the edits and just stabs the main character.
If they have a Scyther stabbing somebody, I will eat my fucking hat.
You don't wear a hat.
I have like 3 hats, man.
A whole
I feel like
thing.
everybody who owns a hat just almost never wears them. Like I have a Sonic hat, and I wear it like maybe like twice a year.
What's on it? Is it Sonic jumping through a ring?
I think it's just no. It's just like I don't know how to describe the picture because I can't find it right now. I think it's like it's modern Sonic.
Oh, okay. I got classic Sonic jumping through a single gold ring, so it's pretty cool. I don't
the
know
next
where I got it from.
the next thing we're talking, I guess we should get talking about is the whole customization trailer for Team Sonic Racing as well.
You
Which
know
people-
that was pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, so so it's gonna make like let's say you're playing as Big because I feel like Big starting out by default is gonna be like really tanky. He's gonna suck around like tight corners, but then that's gonna make the customizing part might fix that problem, which is good.
Like the people are like, well, the thing about this customization is like I'm not surprised by it. Like every racing game has its customization. Granted, this TSR customization does look cool, and like the new trailer that showed like the game does look better than it did before. I'll give it that. It actually does look beautiful now. It used to look kind of shitty. I'm not gonna lie, but now it looks pretty good.
It really has raised my expectations. I was not expecting it to get that much better in quality. I mean, I knew it was gonna be better, but I'm like, how's this like? I'll be honest with you. I was looking at Crash Team Racing. I was looking
Yeah,
at
when's that even coming out? Because I feel like those are coming out very close to each other. And
coming out in like 6 months or something like that. Let me
Crash
Half
Team
of
Racing
let me dig it up.
comes
Becky's
out in
servers
June. Ooh,
really
a month after Sonic. So
Oh,
people are
look
gonna
at
play.
that.
People are gonna play Team Sonic Racing for a month, and then Crash Team Racing is gonna.
I
come
feel
out.
like that's every Sonic racing game though. It's
I
like
drive in both.
Yeah.
like everyone's like, oh, this game come out. It's the Sonic racing game, and they get excited because they're starved for fucking video games, and then they drop in like 2 weeks. However, this
It's,
game,
it's like literally 2 weeks. Wait, is it May 21st? Team Sonic Racing is coming out,
I think
Oh,
so.
shit. Yeah, it is the 21st because that's the month of my birthday. Sweet.
and yeah, it's 21st of May, and then Crash Team Racing comes out the 21st of June. It's literally a month separation. Oh, that's
Damn.
crazy.
I get to play 2 months of cool fucking games.
I don't know. I might stick with Sonic. I can't
I
get
really,
I can't get into Crash.
it's
My mom
alright.
for my birthday last year gifted me the Crash trilogy. I played it for
Right.
1 hour and I dropped my Switch and go fuck this game.
What-
It's a hard
which
game.
one
The
did
f-
you play though?
The first one, because I play them
That's
in
the
order.
worst one. That's the worst
Well,
one.
that's because 90% of
I mean-
PlayStation games suck.
Oh shit. Tea time.
That's a hot take.
TT.
I mean, I disagree. There's a lot of good shit on PlayStation, but hey, that's fine. Opinions are what makes the world go round, you know? It's about diversity, or whatever one likes to call it.
Yeah.
And I say people having different opinions, that's how you get good discourse.
I
I
still,
have been. Sorry.
I was just gonna say, the Sonic Racing game might still be better because of the co-op feature and the customization. Crash is not gonna have that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
because there's
co-op
team
feature.
racing.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
know,
'cause
but like I knew you could play with people, but I figure like you would pick
You
your
can
team
play-
and then.
You can play offline and online.
Oh yeah,
the
that's
thing about it.
that's like that's the one thing I was waiting for because I wasn't gonna buy this game, but like the aspect of playing with everybody that I now know in the fandom, like that would probably might make me get the game, just being able to play and have fun with people. Because even Sonic 06, which is a game, like playing that playing that 2-player is so fun because of how bad it is. But I'm not saying
Oh
like
yeah, it's definitely an experience to be
you play
shared.
Sonic and Silver, you have the best time.
You know, I can only imagine now how much fun Sonic's gonna be because I was just the other night I went out with a few friends. We went and fucked around, you know, at the mall at GameStop. That's where I got the Tails statue for Fatima, Mass Werecat. And then we go back to their house and we're playing Mario Kart. My buddy Trikel's talking all this shit. We're playing online in 150 circuits, so it's cutthroat.
Only
These
150.
Yeah, these Japanese players don't play. I'm in third place. I want to pass him in second. I tossed that red turtle shell, saved it for the last lap. He gets smacked by it, but he still speeds forward. Here comes this Japanese guy flying right past him. Literally, by a hair, he got across the finish line first. And everyone's jumping up screaming, ah! Because he talks so much shit, now he's laying on the floor. It was great. So, if I'm having fun with Mario Kart 8, which is just little changes with that shit over the years.
I can't
that's
play
how fun this is gonna be.
Eight-
I get why.
Eight makes me mad. Okay, here's the problem with like the newer. Here's the problem with
What?
Mario Kart in its current state. It's too chaotic. I think
It
the
is very chaotic.
I think the last good one was Double Dash.
I think Mario Kart is the best one, but that's just mine.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting old.
I will say this, you know, that vinyl customization, that is looking.
I hope
Oh,
you
yeah,
can
the-
make like
the
personal
game looks-
vinyls. By the way, that would be nice.
Name just looks good now.
It just looks
Like that.
gorgeous. I'm so
That-
glad they delayed it.
Yeah,
That
'cause
would
that's
actually
that's
work
a
for it.
that was another point I wanted to talk about actually, is the fact that they did delay it because now they're actually making it like good. They're making it polished. They're
Well,
making
it
it not
finally-
06.
They
Kind of.
finally made a game bake in the oven long enough. Thank you.
Yeah,
Like-
I see customization and I see like it looks way better. But the problem with the customization trailer is I still didn't see much gameplay other than we're turning around a wide corner now.
They kind of like half-ass like advertised it. They're like, here's the game. Oh, by the way, you can customize. And we're gonna give you
Well-
like really shitty screenshots because
They did drop some of the songs like minutes after they announced it, and then they dropped the trailer. So I was getting notifications on YouTube while I was trying to watch.
Yeah.
it. I was on Tails' channel.
We do have 2 months before the game does come out, so I think they might like bump up the advertising in those couple months.
well,
now
there's
that they have like a solid release date. But I still need to see like actual gameplay because like what I've seen so far is just very straightforward tracks that are really big, which I
Right.
guess is for the team mechanic. But it's just like straightforward tracks that are really big and don't really look different other than like just the aesthetics. Like the layout is just always like, oh, here's best turn, let's go forward for a little bit, and I need to see more.
I mean, yeah, there's like the soundtrack alone, but which again one of our points we wanted to cover. That's one hell of a fucking soundtrack. 130 tracks.
Holy shit! Really?
Wait,
Yeah,
wait,
that they
really?
did. Yeah,
I didn't see that.
130 tracks?
yeah. Like go watch the stream if you can find it later.
Look it up.
It's
Yeah,
they
got
did.
that customization trailer up there.
June did say 130 tracks.
I'm just looking it up right now. It's probably in I'm gonna go on the Sonic News Network wiki.
Oh, you know,
let's see.
I didn't even think they'd go as far as customizing the horns and all that. I mean, it looks good. I can't wait to see it actually being played in someone's hands.
Watch,
but
there's gonna be like a DLC
It's
character from like characters that aren't from Sonic but still under Sega.
it's a
They're-
3-disc album containing the game soundtrack. That's called Max
this
Overdrive.
album,
So what's 130 divided by 3? Who's good at math?
I want that CD. I really want that CD.
Well, like, I don't. It doesn't say like how many tracks there are. Just 3 discs, which there could be like 10
Maybe.
on a disc.
Yeah, true. But still, like 10 on one disc. That's about 30. That's still good shit.
It-
Like how many? Let me see. Okay. Oh, we know the stages. Bingo Party, Boo's House, Doctor's Mine, Frozen Junkyard, Hidden Volcano, Ice Mountain, Market Street, Ocean View, Sand Road, Whale Lagoon, Wisp Circuit. And I guess those are... Okay, so there's 21 tracks total, each split across 7 zones, so 3 zones, 3 acts per zone, per se.
Really? So they're actually packing this one full of a lot of levels to play on.
21's
That-
not that many.
that was a problem with like the last 2
Yeah.
racing games. Was like there
I
wasn't
just feel
enough,
like
and
it's
it
more
got
com-
yeah. It was like
What you're
really,
saying?
yeah. It was like when you played it, and you're like the game was fun, but then you would do the same stages like over and over and over within the span of like 30 minutes
Right.
maybe.
Like, so there's 21 tracks for Team Sonic Racing, but then like, to look at the obvious comparison, Mario Kart, how many is that? There's 60.
Yeah, there is 60.
Yeah,
A
and there's
lot of
60,
people
and there's a
online.
lot of like variation between them. And like the clear, like like there's also tracks that like don't loop, the ones that just keep going, which are I
Yeah.
think of the best.
Like the F-Zero Grand Prix track is
Wario
is a
Mountain.
constant, big freaking line. It's not a loop at all.
Yeah,
like
well,
that one.
Rainbow
The fact that
Road
they even
64.
included That is nice.
Yeah, Rainbow Road 64 does the same. So does Wario Mountain. Big Blue or Mute City, one of the two is that one you're thinking of.
That's what I'm thinking of. Mute City. I'm sorry.
No, I don't know which one it was either. It's one of the two. I know there's 2 F-Zero tracks, but yeah. And like even like the some of the looping ones are super good, especially like the DLC ones. The Zelda one and the Animal Crossing one are fucking good.
I really like the one where you kind of come out of the dragon's head. It kind of reminded me of some of the stages in
That one's a good stage. That one's a hard stage. That's why I like it.
It is a hard stage, but a fun stage. A lot of people like that one online.
So we know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of the tracks so far, and I'm assuming like Ocean View and Whale Lagoon are part of the same zone, being Seaside Hill Zone.
Right.
I believe Boo's House, Sand Road are part of the same zone.
Oh.
I'm not sure what zone that is. Like they're doing like the whole like, you know how Lost World had like, oh, there's like the obvious here's the
Yeah.
here's the ice zone, but then like they go into casino.
Yeah, that was so weird. Like I really didn't understand that.
Like we also have we have Wisp Circuit, which zone is that? Like it's probably Planet Wisp, but and Mother Wisp is there too, so that's a cool nod to the Sonic Colors DS version.
Uh-huh.
There's Hidden Volcano, Frozen Junkyard, Ice Mountain, and Frozen Junkyard are probably part of the same one. Doctor's Mine. That looks like part of. Okay, so it looks like Wisp is gonna have a couple. Planet Wisp is probably a zone then, because I realize there's Wisp Circuit and then Doctor's Mine looks like it's on Wisp. Planet Wisp, but like the more industrial part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Bingo Party is the recent one that was shown, which is
Yeah.
from the worst zone in Sonic Heroes.
Yeah, that wasn't a bad zone, but I did like the I really did enjoy Bingo Highway and Sonic Hero just for the wild ride that it was.
Aesthetics are
know.
nice.
Something
Aesthetics are
about it
beautiful.
kind of fits that weird Sonic aesthetic world, but
Oh,
Yeah,
the
no.
aesthetics are great in that zone. It's just
just like the game.
the game working is something that you hope for in Sonic Heroes. It doesn't.
Yeah. Shit. Someone was saying that it's too similar to Bingo Highway from the previous Sonic racing game, but I'm like,
Might be.
we haven't seen all of it though. Let's not, count.
Like,
That-
we do. Well, the thing about that is like while we have to see it. Yes, I agree. We also we are having repeating zones from the previous Sonic games, like Bingo Party, Ocean View, and Ocean View and
Yeah.
Whale Lagoon were both part. All 3 of those are part of it.
Right. I mean, it's a little hard. Like, this isn't like we're at Sonic Riders with lore and characters and the whole Babylon thing. And then you have
It's
to make
just a
these
fucking
for that.
racing game.
It's
There's
a
like
racing
no
game.
story.
So
There's-
while I do understand the gripe that it kind of looks like it's reusing other levels, I'm like, there's only so much they can recycle before they have to go back and drag everything out again. So I don't care. It looks nice. I'm gonna have fun either way.
Yeah.
I never even got to play any of the All-Star Racing Transformed or Sega All-Star Racing or whatever they are.
I played a little bit of both.
The thing about this game though is that there is lore. There is a story. There's a character they're making for this game.
What?
What?
You didn't know about this?
I
No.
didn't know either.
Oh, there's a big like king-looking dude who's running the race, and like there's a pre-comic already to it, and there's gonna be a whole story with like dialogue and cutscenes. I don't fucking know, dude.
Does he have a
That sounds
species?
like
Does he have a species yet?
Yeah, no, he has a design.
I
If you can
think
put it, TSR character. See if it comes up.
like he has like a big stash or something like that.
Yes,
I'm trying to
he
remember
does.
now, but-
Racing lore boys. Racing
Okay,
lore.
I forgot about him being the new character, but I'm like, okay, they're
I don't
like,
think I've seen him.
gonna give the game a story, and I'm like, that sounds like the Crash Team Racing story. But for some reason, the king on another planet made
Do
them
we
all
know
racers.
all the teams yet? Is there only
Uh,
5 teams or 6 teams?
So we got Sonic, we got Dark, we got Rose that I know of.
Rose-
Silver and Blaze have Vector for some reason.
Yeah, that's
What-
so weird.
And then Dr. Eggman in Metal Sonic, sure. And then they put Zavik.
Zavik, you know, not Bowser. It's
Well,
sad
like,
because I find him to be the most interesting of the Deadly Six, but they don't.
Apparently
I don't
he's
think
like
any of them are interesting.
apparently a lot of ours like people know my think he's like daddy material.
Well, I have a challenge for you for the Deadly Six real quick. I want you to describe Zavik's personality without using any of the others, Eddie.
Without using any of the others, Eddie.
I don't know. I haven't.
Wait, you
I
mean
didn't.
like, hold on. You
like-
want me to describe his personality without his personality matching any of the others, Eddie?
No. I'm saying like describe his personality, but without mentioning the others, Eddie.
Oh,
Well, I didn't really get
he's
deep into
obviously
the game.
vindictive and conniving.
He has no personality. He's the
But
leader,
that's about
and that's
it.
his personality.
Yeah,
like
that's
he
about
he
it.
is like, I am the leader of this group, and that's all he has for him.
I mean, he seemed more sinister than Eggman as a villain in that game, but you know, like,
I mean, Eggman's kind of
like,
lost
it
his.
was typical. It was typical, you know, villain bullshit. Either way, we're getting off topic.
I mean, that's what happens in every podcast. I'm not too worried about that. All right, so that was the customization we just talked about.
Yeah, we talked about some of
Customization,
the
stages.
and some of the stages and some of the new remixes that we're getting to. There's some good shit. There's some really good
Oh yeah. I'm
And
gonna
then, you
I'm
know-
gonna avoid them all until the game comes out, and then just
I'm
like
hoping there's more Unleashed stages because I only see one right now, but like it'd be cool to see like if
add
they're
that.
going with the if they're doing like the Frozen stuff, like maybe Alaska, and like have like one section where it's just
It would be nice to have an ice stage that's not ice cap. Like I love
I don't
ice.
think they
Don't
have
get me
ice
wrong. I love ice cap. I love ice cap a lot. But whenever anybody whenever there's like a go back to this and remember this game, or even just a project that involves an ice stage, it's always ice cap. Like no one even remembers. Like okay, right now, I'll give you guys 10 seconds to think of any other ice stage that's not Alaska and not ice cap. Go.
me.
You got me. Excuse me for just a second.
The
I'm sorry.
newspaper
I'm
thing
getting-
from
Time-
Sonic Mania.
Time's up.
What's the I said something. I just forgot the name of the zone. It's the newspaper like production level from Sonic Mania. I just can't remember. Something press garden.
Yeah, press garden.
Oh, it's just press garden. Yeah, that one has ice shit. But that's all I can think of.
There's also Ice Paradise. There's Diamond Dust from 3D Blast. Nobody fucking
Oh, you-
plays 3D.
Yeah, you think I play 3D Blast?
Fucking play 3D
sorry,
Blast.
sorry, remember your phrase. You think I finished 3D Blast? Because I definitely played it. I remember playing it.
Oh
I just
man, the
don't like
joys of living with someone and they don't check for toilet paper when they run to the bathroom. God.
Do you have to go get toilet paper?
Yes. I'm not
Okay.
gonna let her sit there and suffer.
No, go take your time.
That's cruelty. I'm sorry.
Alright, not to derail, but I do want to go back to like something I brought up earlier again. I want to talk about Vector in this game.
Okay.
Okay, no, let's talk about Vector in general. Vector is now turning into that guy that's like, man, these guys suck. Let's fucking piggyback off of another group that has, potential.
Well,
That's-
Vector is the leader of his own group, which is, I think the team choices for this game, like they do confuse me. Like I don't see why like Team Chaotix are not there.
It. I don't get it. Like why
Mace-
is FPO
Like Amy and Big, sure, but then the Chows.
Yeah. Yeah, like
I
we're
mean, it's nice we got the Chows, but I'm like, okay, so
like you could make the Chows their own team. Just have the good Chow, the neutral Chow, and the evil Chow. That make
that's
them a
what
team.
I was thinking.
The only teams that make sense are Team Sonic and Team Dark because of like the history that they've had since Sonic
Yeah.
Heroes, and like Team Sonic obviously since because of the games and the
And you
first.
can
But
still
like the
fix.
Chows with Amy, Vector with Silver and Blaze, Zavik who hates Eggman with Eggman.
It's just so absolutely strange. I'm like, did these people not play Sonic Heroes?
Like if you like, I don't see why like.
Oh?
It might be like different people because Sonic Heroes was like what, a decade ago, maybe longer.
Well, actually,
Sonic Heroes
it isn't being developed by
Digital.
Sonic Team. It is being developed by another team. But I'm wondering, why did they pick these recent characters though? I'm just wondering because they should have some context, you know.
Like if Eggman, I thought Eggman was gonna have Eggpon at least on his team. Like that would even make more sense that like Dr. Eggman ran Sonic and the Eggpon. People suggested Infinite, but I don't know if they're gonna ever touch Infinite again because of the reception he got.
Yeah.
I still don't know if Infinite's fucking dead. That's
See, no one knows. That's the problem. And the comics can't touch Infinite for some reason. I don't know what the reason why, but I remember reading something about how the comics actually cannot use Infinite.
But
So they
it's
can't
weird
even like
because-
figure it out.
But it's weird because they're based on the game lore, and then they have that comic before the game, and it's done by the same people that worked on the comics. So I'm like,
But it wasn't done through IDW Studios. It was just done through Sonic Team. The prequel comics I'm talking about.
was this before or after Archie got killed off or died or whatever?
That catch me out. The Archie characters. He's saying all the Archie characters.
Fuck the Archie characters.
Wow.
Oh come on, man! I like them.
Hey, it's okay. It's okay. When I recruited you two, I assumed that Bosie would have like shit opinions.
He's got opinions I don't agree with, but you know, at the end of the day, we just want Sonic.
I don't agree with anybody's opinions. I'm an asshole.
I mean,
a case in point. Let's talk about my favorite game, 06. I have
Really?
literally pissed off like everybody on YouTube with that comment alone.
what? That's your favorite game?
Yes.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Yeah, he's serious. He said this before. Oh,
I've literally said every time I stream SA2 Battle that fucking 06 is a way better game than this.
Jinxie, you don't understand. He just fucking left the room for like
I'm
2
here.
seconds. He came back.
Dude, 06 is okay. I never get the glitches that everyone fucking talks about or that's been posted 100 times.
So I recently played 06. It was like I think it was August 2017. Yeah, it was the week before Sonic Mania came out.
Mhm.
My friend and I don't know if he's watching right now. He's in my server, Darian. My friend and I, Darian, we played 06 in 2 days. We started and finished the game in 2 sittings in 2 days.
Damn.
There were 2 separate days. Like it wasn't
What'd you
back-to-back
do?
days.
Tape your fucking eyeballs open? Jeez.
No, we taped it. I have it on recording. But except for yeah. Even though it was 2 separate days, like it wasn't back-to-back days, but
Oh,
regardless,
I
it
was
still
going to say
2.
back to back. That is torture.
No, it was it was a couple weeks apart. Like we did half the game one day, a couple weeks later we did the other half.
So you just had like a big
Okay.
free day then, like 2 big free days.
Yeah, and
That
we
makes sense.
fucking hate that game. We played it.
I don't know. I don't mind it. The music's nice. Fucking
Well,
so.
of course, the music's nice. That's like the one thing in Sonic that people can agree.
Shadows playing was nice. Silver's playing was okay.
The best controlled character was Blaze, and she got 1 level.
That sucks that she only got 1 level. You know,
And it's not even like her own level.
yeah,
it's just like Sonic.
It's Sonic's level. But you know, like, despite what that game had, it's I liked seeing Shadow's characterization come back to where he was at Sonic Adventure 2, because he obviously had a personality and all that shit. And then he was supposed to die like permanently in Sonic Adventure 2. Like he wasn't gonna come back. That was gonna be a one-off.
No, it was because of Shadow Androids. Like it was established that.
But
in
then
Sonic-
Shadow Androids and Sonic Heroes and
Shadow the Hedgehog, we found
Shadow
out.
the Hedgehog.
Shadow
And
the
then they brought
Hedgehog.
him back.
Shadow the
Like,
Hedgehog.
he-
The
like-
game was a mistake.
Like,
the
yeah.
Shadow the Hedgehog character is dead. The Shadow that we have afterward is an android of Shadow the Hedgehog.
I don't know. There's many endings that kind of strangely I don't know which one's the true ending from Shadow the Hedgehog.
Well, because Sonic
They
06
hint that-
happened. tried.
Well, they say that
amending
he's the
this
real one.
franchise.
They say that he's the real one, but the Shadow the Hedgehog we got in '06, like that was actually well written dialogue for him, Rouge, and Omega, even though they butchered his personality and voice. Like, well, not really his voice, but they robbed it of all personality. He just sounds entirely different from Heroes. I can't
Well,
associate
it's because
Omega without that voice.
Like
it's because the voice actors changed between Heroes and Shadow.
Yeah, true.
Shadow's
Sorry,
curve.
yeah, because the last game that Ryan Drummond was on, that's the only one I can remember, was the last time. Like it was like the last game they were part of, and then they had the whole switch. And I think the next game after Sonic Heroes was Shadow the Hedgehog, and that was the first, and then Sonic 06 was the first mainline
Did
game.
you know he relocated just to play Sonic, and then it took up until him relocating for Sega to tell him, oh wait, by the way, you're not Sonic. They already picked Jason Griffith, and I'm like, he relocated, and they just told him, oh sorry, you're not going.
Mm.
Like, what? Why would you
speaking
wait
of,
that long?
I don't know if you saw, but there was recent banter between it was just like fun banter between between Roger Craig Smith and Jason Griffith about
Oh, no.
about coming back to doing their own Sonic voice. So if they ever do like a Sonic Generation style thing again, where like there's two different Sonics, we could have both voices.
Okay, that'd be cool, because when Jason Griffith started, he very much like Sonic. He was slapped with Sonic X and Shadow and all that crazy goofy shit that he had the voice, and he really disliked the character and all that, but then he actually grew into it and now really enjoys it. So I'm like, cool on him.
Roger Craig Smith loves playing Sonic, despite like the games he's been in. Roger Craig Smith's first like voiced game was Sonic Colors, which has mixed reviews. Then it was Colors / I think Free Riders actually came out before Colors, like just a little bit, like a month or two.
Maybe.
But regardless, one of those two was his very first, and I'll just say they're both his first because of how close they came out together.
Right.
Sonic Colors DS had voice lines too.
Right.
Then there was Sonic Boom, and Sonic Forces, and Sonic Lost World, and
Yeah.
and like he still loves to do it. Like, and the writing for the Boom show, and like when he read that line from the comics, really shows that like he can do a really good Sonic.
Oh yeah, he can. The writing has to complement him. It really works. You know, some people have some I guess complaints that they have to Rogers, because they'll like say when you listen to Roger scream, it's like a whoa or something, and then when you listen to Griffith, it's actually like an ah or some shit like that. And I'm like, you know, I know that like Roger's a bit of an older guy. I don't know if he can really get up that high and go ah or some shit without sounding like another character, because he's Chris Redfield, he's Ezio Auditore, he was Batman and Arkham Origins, so
he's on
it'd be hard to
in
keep,
Naruto.
Yeah, it's hard for him to keep that tone of, you know, I guess that Sonic tone. But when the writing suits him, it's perfect.
Who is he from Naruto?
Datara.
The fucking exploding clay guy?
Yeah, listen to him and then
Exploding
think about
clay
like.
guy.
Oh,
Okay, so
God.
find a clip of Datara, close your eyes, and then put Sonic over him. It's great. It's one of the funniest things I've ever
I've
done.
done that before. That's
Anybody who's watching this on Twitch or YouTube, I want you to draw fucking Sonic dressed as Data right now. It has to happen.
Just draw Sonic,
you
just
gotta
draw
draw
Sonic
the
exploding.
mouth hands.
And if
Draw
you're-
the
if-
mouth hands.
Can you draw Sonic exploding so he's dead? That'd make me happy.
Oh yeah, just draw him inexplicably inflating until he blows up.
Also, look in the
Oh,
YouTube, look in the podcast chat, and Jinx if you can pull it up, because that's the character I found. His name is Dodon Pa.
Yeah, he looks like a.
He looks like something that belongs in the fucking Donkey Kong Country Returns series.
He looks like he should be from Boom, actually. Like
It
he looks
looks
like a
like-
Boom character.
It looks like a Tanuki fusion dance with Garfield. And
He is a Tanuki.
He looks.
Oh, he is.
So he's a Tanuki wearing a cheetah coat.
Yeah,
What the
he is a
fuck?
Tanuki. Okay, pull it up on
That's-
Steam if you can.
That's so strange.
Fucking.
Yeah, so
Okay, let's do it.
miscellaneous. Okay, so other characters that appear that are not playable is Cubot, Death Egg Robot Sentinel. What the fuck?
Oh come on, that would have been a cool character.
No, Death Egg Robot Sentinel is like the giant Death Egg robots from Sonic
Oh,
Forces.
I'm thinking of the Eggman copy robot that Knuckles keeps chasing. I'm sorry.
Oh, Egg Robo.
Egg Robo. It's
That
just
would
Egg Robo.
that would have been cool. Egg Pond.
Yeah, he would have been a cool racing character.
Egg Pond's in there, but I believe he's part of Eggman's kit. Egg Squid.
Who the hell's Egg Squid?
Egg Squid. It might just.
pausing you guys
It's a
just for...
robotics. It's a robotic squid in the All Stars Racing Transform Tracked Ocean View. Oh, it's just a big ass squid in the background, so he's coming back for Ocean Palace or whatever.
All I can think of is a squid from Mario that would chase you in the underwater levels.
Froggy gets a cameo. That's not surprising. King Boom Boo's coming back. Oh hell yeah. Wisp.
Nice.
Mother Wisp. I did see.
Mother Wisp is coming back.
And then Orca.
The Orca.
Oh yeah, the Orca from Sonic Runners, I guess.
Oh
no! It's just It's just an orca that's gonna appear in the.
It's
Sonic
a whale.
It's a whale. It's a killer whale. Orca. But yeah, those are the other characters, and I'm happy they're bringing back Mother Wisp because she was. I think that was like a really cool send off for the end of Sonic Colors that I wish they did on the console, but they didn't.
Colors are very underrated game.
The end of the console thing was she was like the affected Nega Wisp. I hate saying that because it sounds racist.
It's only...
But that's just what it's called. It's called the Nega Mother Wisp.
Nega Mother Wisp.
Just say nega. It doesn't sound. It doesn't sound like the one word.
Jaws on it. It looks like a heartless. It looks
but
like
she,
heartless.
Yeah, she was an uncontrollable monster. After Eggman transformed, like he could not control, so she went into hiding. But after he destroyed the amusement park, she revealed herself in space above Earth and like started a violent rampage without now that the Wisp like returned to her, but she was still in her Nega form. So Sonic went Supersonic and they had that whole battle.
Oh, that's what I felt like it was missing from the game because they put that on the DS version, but not on the Wii version.
There's an actual ending to Sonic Colors that made sense with the whole Mother Wisp and Sonic Colors DS with a Supersonic battle.
I really get tired when they would take these games and they put things
and they divide it in half.
In one.
Yeah.
That sometimes should belong on the console version. It's like, oh no, here you just get your console version is Sonic Colors Light.
You gotta get that money. Gotta make money somehow.
It's so obnoxious. Oh wow.
Also, I like how the whole.
We got on our list? We did talk about.
Yeah, I mean.
We didn't talk about Tyson's animating or.
Oh yeah, Tyson. He's so. During the panel, they announced that.
Barrel mug.
Alright, so yeah.
There's a rug?
No, mug.
Oh yeah, the
mug.
mug.
Mug. Oh, the
let's get the mug out of the way first.
Sonic 3 and Knuckles barrel mug.
Oh, one beer. I hate it.
They did a joke too. It's like now you can drink out of that mug and talk and lie about how you fucking got through that one part.
It's in the zone when you
I know it's
get out of
My mic was muted the whole time, by the way.
It's like what was that?
My mic was muted for like the last couple minutes.
Oh nice. Shit. Yeah, I was wondering why you muted yourself.
Okay. Alright, so yeah, let's talk about the mug first. Get that out of the way.
It's based on that barrel from it's basically the carnival version zone of it's called Carnival Night Zone, I think. That's it. Yeah, you had the balloons and shit, and then you get stuck in an underwater part of it. I was like, why would they combine the two worst things in a Sonic game: a carnival maze and underwater?
And then they did a little joke about it. It was like, now you can drink your hot coffee and talk about and lie about how you knew what to do when you got on the stage. Which, by the way, I actually did know what to do, so it's not a lie. I actually figured it out because I experimented.
Well, everyone had to, but at first, like, it took a while.
I never got past Marble Zone where you have to fight Eggman while you're flying on the plane and bash on this thing after you kill the drill boss.
I didn't really beat the game.
No, it's not called a Marble Zone. It's Labyrinth Maze.
Labyrinth Maze is first game, isn't it?
It's after Marble Zone's in the first game. This one's in Sonic 3 and Knuckles or just Sonic 3. It's after Hydro City.
Hydrosity.
So
say it right.
Hydrosity. All I can think of is Metrocity from that movie Megamind. That's actually a really fun movie, actually.
I saw that movie once. I need to rewatch it.
It was actually really fun. Like, I really liked the role that Will Ferrell plays in that. But yeah, it's after that zone, that labyrinth zone with it's the first time we see the Echidna Aztec-looking temples. That's the first time we see it.
I really wish they would touch back on the Echidnas as a race and like do more of it, because there's so much unexplored potential with just the Echidnas as a concept.
Yeah, I mean, they tried to expand on that in Sonic Dark Chronicles, but even then it's kind of vague because you don't know what the hell the Argus is, the thing that pulled the Nocturnus in the other dimension. Actually, sorry, guys, we're displaying our Wii bullshit for Sonic right now. So.
Well, that's the point.
That's the point.
Actually, that's another sub point. That's another sub point we can bring up actually, because at the end of the panel, they did say there's a new game in the work, and they said nothing after that. It was like, "Yep, we're gonna drop this bomb on you and have fun with that."
People freaked out about that. It's like, well, and it's just like,
Oh, the whole
Sonic-
Twitch chat was just spamming Sonic Adventures 3.
It's like, no, you fools, they're not going to give us that. I would love a Sonic Adventure 3. I personally would, but I don't think they're gonna be able to do it. I think really what the best course of action would be is a lot of people still like Boost, a lot of people still like Avenger, but people are saying, that they're starting to get old. I'd say, look, just make a new play style where you can go fast and you can platform well, please. And
I don't mind.
make it actiony too, please.
I don't mind split like playstyles. Like again, I love Sonic Generations. Both of you probably know this by now.
Yeah.
I don't mind split playstyles, but like it has to be done well. Like, and that's where I feel like
What was
Yeah,
generate?
Like that's why I feel like Sonic Adventure 2 is loved, because while I don't think personally don't think the mech and the emerald hunting levels were that great. A lot of people do, and like when people want like more playable characters, and the idea I had a long time ago was like bring back the boost formula, kind of like how it was in Generations, where it worked how it should have, and have the Mania team come on and do like 2D versions of the levels for Classic Sonic, so we actually have a Classic Sonic that works. Because like they did a good job with it, kind of in Sonic Generations, but then Sonic Mania came out, and clearly it's the better version of 3D Sonic, or sorry, 2D Sonic. And then Sonic Forces ruined how Sonic Generations made it work.
Classic Sonic in that game was highly inappropriate.
So,
Yeah. It's a mixed bag.
Okay, let me give you my prime example. Okay, so after the Imperial Tower level, when like sun's crashing down and shit's going to hell, and then you got Classic Sonic's inappropriate little chiptune fucking retro music.
yeah, I did not like Classic Sonic at all in Forces. And his last level has a fucking really long auto scroll section.
Oh god, that's auto scroll is just not a fun concept. No one liked it in the 90s. No one likes it
the
now.
majority of the game was automated then too. Was not fun.
Yeah, but
I will tell you this. Sorry, you go on. You go on.
I was just gonna close by saying fucking auto scrollers just make the game like for like Sonic, an auto scroller just makes it way too slow. It slows down the pace way too much.
Yeah, it does. I'll admit that. But
where I think that like you have to go this way really fast, or like you have to go this way, it would not be able to go back. Is that I forgot if it's in Sonic 3 or something. Basically, it's the underwater level where you have like the walls closing in on you, but it's not auto scrolling. But like if you like take your time, you're going to die by getting crushed by the wall regardless.
Oh, in Hydro City,
yeah.
That's the second act.
Yeah.
You have to get the fuck out.
That I think is fine. I like that. Like, oh shit.
Yeah, that was fine because it wasn't hard by any means. You could just like spin dash through that most of the.
Yeah, I can live with that.
Yeah, that's fine.
But yeah, I would like to like it. My ideal Sonic game would be like the boost from Generations, how that worked. Again, I love the level designs in that game. Mania team coming on and doing the 2D versions of the levels for Classic Sonic, and then have the Avatar come back because I like the Avatar concept. But
Same.
make his gameplay style purely 3D purely 3D Avenger style.
Also, make his customization better because the hair options were terrible.
Yeah, I will tell you this as an artist and being picky because I like to have a lot of things I can do with my design. That was not enough for me. But
It was weird that like the customization was lacking because Sega has some games where customization gets in there.
it gets in there. I just wish they'd let these projects that are Sonic bake in the oven a little longer, like they did with this one. Fine, like we begged them to do it, so okay, let's put it back in the oven, let it bake a little more.
I think the problem with General Forces was like it was a concept. It was like what technically 4 years of production, which I don't think they worked on in 4 years.
Technically 4 years of production, but it was mainly working on the Hedgehog Engine 2.0. The point of the Hedgehog Engine is to be able to render a whole bunch of shit and a long level really fast, really quick, but it's expensive as shit to make, and they just made a 2.0.
But
basically were trying to make it more shinier, but they did not spend the time working on the mechanics of the game. They had a year to do that, and when they did that, it shows.
The Call of Duty engine has been like, granted it's Call of Duty, yes, but the Call of Duty engine has been running on the same engine for a really long time, and they've just been updating it. I don't see why they couldn't just like take the Hedgehog engine, which already worked. They made it work super well in Generations, and then they made Hedgehog Engine 2, and it's objectively worse than it was in Generations.
What's wrong with it?
Hedgehog Engine 2?
Yeah, what
Generation
specifically is wrong with it?
Oh, we can get
D-
into that.
This isn't me defending it. I literally don't know what's wrong with it.
Hedgehog
Okay.
Engine 2, like, compared... Okay, so Hedgehog Engine 1, they perfected that shit in
Yeah.
Generations.
Pretty much.
Generations had beautiful controls, boost worked well, it was just fun to move around in, and Classic Sonic actually was fun to move. Yes, it wasn't as good as, like, 2D Classic Sonic, but it was fun. It was fun to where it just worked. Like, it wasn't bad to do levels. Like, I still go back and play Classic Sonic levels today, because they're just fun to do. Sonic Forces, fucking... It made the boosting... It got rid of controls. Like, you cannot stomp, I don't think, in Sonic Forces.
Yeah, you can't stop. You can't.
You can't think you can slide either.
I can't remember. I think you had to slide for some sections. I'm not sure.
There was no drifting. They got rid of that entirely.
Oh yeah, they automated that.
Drifting was fun though.
I liked drifting, but they took the fun out. They automated.
Drifting offered options, like even like in the straighter sections of Sonic Generations, if you drifted correctly, you would go faster, providing different options.
I would argue that the drifting was better in Unleashed. Honestly, I didn't have fun with it in Generations.
It's all, like everyone has their opinion, but I mean, like basically, Hedgehog Engine #1, like it had refinement in its controls, except for the platforming segments. Those were a pain in the ass. And then in the Forces, it was just made to look prettier. That's all it was. But
even then, I think Sonic Generations and Unleashed is better than Forces.
Yeah, I will say this: the fact that the first engine already looks pretty, I didn't need the game to be shiny for the next gen console. I wanted it to work well. Here's the dealio with that. They said the same teams back at the big Sega reveal in California a few years ago that it was made from the teams that made Generations and Colors. The thing is that no, those teams did not work on that. Not the exact same teams. They might have like 1 or 2 staff members left, but they brought in new blood and they didn't understand how the old system worked. So when they built the new one, they just cut corners, and made it automated. And that's why people didn't like it. I had my game for a week after pre-ordering it. I beat it in 4 hours. I played it maybe 3 times and I sold it. I beat the Shadow DLC and then I sold it. I didn't want it.
And yeah, Pooh made a good comment. It's like the PC version of Sonic Generations is fucking beautiful.
Oh yeah, that's right. It did have a
PC version is the best mostly because of the modding community. Granted, is my reason.
Great mods on there.
Well, that's why I like Generations so much. Is because like I'd be like, oh, I can do these levels. I can try and speedrun these levels, which I do try and do. But then I can just there's a whole website specifically for Generations and like thousands of Generations mods because the modding community is so fucking big. And why I love Generations is because the controls are so good in that game, mods and levels with the mods just feel good to play in because of how fun it is to move around in Generations.
There is some gorgeous looking seaside palace mod zones.
Not to mention all the Unleashed mods too.
Blow my fucking mind in comparison to the actual zone we got in Generations, which did look good. There are some really big, wide, sprawling zones that the mods came up with. I'm like, holy shit!
Is the modding
great?
Is the modding scene for that game still alive?
Generations?
Yeah.
I think so.
On PC. Yeah, they're still alive. They're still making stuff. They're making a Generations adventure control mod right now. They're working on that right now just to see how it would work, and it looks good.
I think what's crazy is that Lost World also has a modding community that you might not know about. Because like
what?
I guess Lost. If you go look at Lost World mods, like there's some shared levels between Generations and Lost World mods, but like just with the Lost World controls, which I guess I don't like Lost World controls, but
that's strange. I mean,
I still need to play through that.
There's good ideas and concepts on paper that applied to Lost World, but in practice, it just felt strange. Like I think in every modern game, Sonic Jump has not felt comfortable, and that was very obvious in Lost World, but that's because it was a different playstyle. But like
I do like Sonic's Jump in Generations. I know you don't like the platforming sections, but I do.
Wasn't like a double jump kind of deal in Generations?
No, there was not. There was no double jump.
When you jump, he kind of does a smaller flip. It's like, okay, did you ever play Spyro?
Which one? I played 1 and 2. Yes.
Okay. So, you know how Spyro has the little hover at the end of his jump to get that last bit of extra air?
Didn't you do that with like triangle or something like that?
Yeah, so Sonic has that kind of mechanic where he can has the jump, and then the second
Well-
jump is that little bit of air, and it also gives that little bit of delay time in order to home in on a enemy if
Well, I
you're
think-
a little far or something like that.
I think Sonic has Sonic Generations has 3 different kind of jumps, and 2 of them are kind of bundled together. There's
Yeah.
the obvious short jump where he just does the skip, and
Right.
that's just to make it jump over small things or get some speed, or
Yeah.
do the M speed thing, which M speed's a whole different shenanigan I just learned about. But and then there's the regular jump, which you can hold down for different lengths to get different results with, like every other Sonic game. And
Right.
with the ending jump, you can do homing attack regardless. He'll do his falling animation where he raises his hands up. You
Right.
can still do a homing attack while in the middle of that.
Alrighty, that's cool. I think we could use this section to segue about Sonic Dash's 6th anniversary, since Generations wasn't in it.
Actually, we didn't go back to Tyson. Actually,
We can go back to Tyson. Oh yeah, we still haven't.
we fucking segued because we were fucking talking about the damn mug, and then suddenly we went through 8 games.
We covered about more
We
than
talked-
half
we
the
talked about
stuff
the
we
animation.
wanted to talk about.
Oh yeah.
The animation was gorgeous. I like it. It's almost a callback to Sonic Battle in its coloring.
It did remind me of Sonic Battle in this coloring.
Yeah.
And actually, thanks to that,
Someone actually asked that in the Q&A too, and I was happy because I thought I was the only one that thought that, and then
It's
that
the one big question in the Q&A.
oh, there were so many bad questions at the Q&A.
oh that's
motherfucker with the Sonic Batman bullshit. It's like, why do you ask this shit every year?
we'll cover that later because that's a later point. Because yeah, I got
Sure.
an aneurysm from that. Okay, so can we just pay? Can we give Tyson a fucking $1 million contract to make a TV show, please?
There's rumors that a Sonic TV show is under works, so he might already be doing that.
I would rather have that than CGI Sonic. I'm tired of CGI Sonic.
Well, what you don't know about the Team Sonic Racing thing was there were 3D models in that.
Oh yeah, but that's a wait for an animation.
For the Team Sonic Racing animation, they had 3D models,
I,
but they worked it with the 2D stuff.
Yeah, that's right. They kind
Um,
of gave it kind of an overlay to almost make it seem like it was cel shaded, but it is
I
3D pseudo 2D models.
I
It's just to make it, I guess it's just to make it faster.
I think I'm just tired of just 3D models being used for animation and TV shows. I would rather just people draw again.
I do miss traditional animation, but I mean, just because it's done with newer technology doesn't mean that you can make it emulate it. Like how Samurai Jack emulated the old style in its final season. It
Yeah.
looked great. I couldn't even tell the difference though, because the old one, it was actually traditionally done, and it had such a crisp look. So when they brought that toward, have these new artists working on Cintiqs to make this new version of the series, it looked great. So when I seen this, I thought it was a good compromise between that 3D and 2D aesthetic, because actually now that I think about it, it's similar to Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Maybe not quite the same, but it's got that aesthetic to it where it could look 2D and 3D. That's a great look.
I think another movie recently that had a good split between 2D and 3D. It wasn't like Spider-Verse where it was 2D and 3D at the same time. It went between the two. It was Dragon Ball Super Broly.
It
That's-
did.
I still haven't seen it.
It has moments where it definitely you can tell it goes to 3D, but it looks good and it's used to help the action flow better.
Yeah, it looked gorgeous in some scenes. Another movie that kind of did that, but I know that it did it just to keep to the style of the show. The Peanuts movie. That was actually a really clever way
you're right.
to do that 3D animation, because it looked like the comics. They did a very good job on that one too. So I'm appreciative of this new style, whatever it is. And actually, it's so nice that me and the guy that I'm helping make a Sonic fan fighting game with, we're actually gonna revamp it into be a style similar to Heese's.
Are you guys doing it through the Mugen thing, or is it actually its own thing?
It's actually going to be developed in Unity, and there's actually a gaming engine kind of thing that was put in Unity that we're working on. I'm doing all the keyframes for all the animations and shit.
So is it a platform fighter like Smash and Rivals of Aether, or is it a traditional fighter like Dragon Ball Fighters or Injustice?
Think more cross-tag battle or Blaze Blue feels.
Have not played either.
You haven't
Bla-
played.
I've-
Okay,
I've
what
played
about
Blaze
Guilty
Blue.
Gear?
I haven't
What
played
about
Guilty
you?
Gear. I have not played Blaze Blue. I have not played Persona.
Oh my
4
god!
yet.
I'm just gonna give you my.
Uh,
I'm gonna give you the login in my Steam, and you can play Blaze Blue.
What about Under Night? You probably don't know.
I know. I only learned about Under Night because of the
Cross tag.
no. I learned about Under Night
Oh.
because of the what's it called? The Evo announcement that Under Night's gonna be there.
Oh, okay.
Actually,
Yeah. So
Yeah, I
actually,
looked at it.
he can pick up.
Hey.
He can pick up cross battle tag because it's the demo. There's a free demo. He can just pick that up on Switch.
if I had to
On
describe
Switch or
how it
Steam?
plays,
What?
I was gonna let you give him the Steam.
Oh, is it?
Is on Switch or Steam. Hand cross tag. Is that Blaze Blue cross tag?
Yeah.
Oh, it's on Switch. It might be on.
There's a free
is it-
demo on
is it-
Switch. You can.
What about
Yeah.
what about Dragon Ball Z Fighters?
Yeah, I know. I mentioned I mentioned Dragon Ball Fighters. That was the first one I mentioned.
Okay. Oh shit. For some reason,
I
didn't
have
do
I
it.
have Dragon Ball Fighters just sitting right over there on the shelf.
Okay, so the team that developed that art system worked on Guilty Gear and Blaze Blue. While Fighters isn't quite the same, there's some aesthetics to it, like and how some of the half-turn, quarter-turn combo systems. Sort of
I know.
similar
I'm
to-
familiar with Arc System works. Like I've
Right,
seen
so-
I've seen cross tag battle stuff before.
So we're really trying to build the Sonic game off that, and we're pulling back a lot of callbacks to shit from Sonic Battle
Whoa, what?
stuff. Yeah, we're gonna be pulling moves from Sonic Battle. A lot
No,
of cool
sorry.
shit like that.
I'm looking at cross tag battle and I'm seeing like Persona 4 characters, Ruby
Yep.
characters. What
Yep.
the, wait, what?
It's a crossover fighter.
Huh.
I'm begging for.
Whoa, wait, right here.
for
Play as
TV.
characters from Blaz Blue, Persona, Under Night and Birth.
Yep.
And for the first time ever in the fighting game, Ruby.
They're,
Huh.
they're adding more series to it, and I'm begging that Nier Automata's 2B gets in the game. She would fit so well.
She's in Soul Calibur 6.
Yeah, she is. I actually have that Soul Calibur 6.
Oh yeah, and then there's the fighting games like Soul Calibur and Tekken.
I haven't played
So-
Tekken since one of the titles that was on the
Dead or Alive as
PS1.
well.
But yeah, our game's a 2D sprite fighter. That's what we're doing.
Good.
we're gonna have to
Sprite
do
fighters
that.
are good.
Well, I
Yeah.
figured that. I feel like that's what Sonic would work best in.
It's a fan project, so it's not really like we're not. It'd be cool if we got professionals to help contribute on board, but basically, I'm just trying to do animation on my own. And you know what? I'm actually.
Is
pretty proud of
there is there a website for this?
We don't have a website. We don't even have a build yet. But I can show you a mock-up that we have on Twitter. We used one of the backgrounds from Dengeki, which has Green Hill in the background.
I asked. I was gonna ask because like if you guys have a place where you're posting updates, we could put that in the description.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Yeah, I can try and find it.
Like we could promote a bunch of your guys' stuff through this.
Alright, do you want to fucking talk about the Batman question real quick?
Oh my.
Oh,
God. Let's get it. All right. So you guys can talk about it because if I say it, I'm gonna use words that's gonna get me banned.
Real quick. I think sure. Okay, sure. Let's say. Okay, go ahead and ask the question. Sure. You know it's a dumbass question. It wasted time. It was random as fuck, and had nothing to do with like nothing to do with like what they were talking about during the panel. But like not only that, he kept going. Like he didn't stop fucking talking about it even after like they clearly kept going. And he was like describing how they should meet, what he thought he would say.
He took 3 to 4 minutes to talk about that shit, and it's like, you know, there are other people in line. That
They even said make your questions short and sweet and to the point. And also half those fuckers fucking shameless plugged themselves when they were asking questions.
I heard that this asshole like has done this every year. And like, look, no disrespect if that's a legit question, but I am just sitting here going, my God, dude. Why?
Apparently it's a meme because I saw it on Twitter too, like at a different time.
Who's the guy at the Blizzard conventions who always asks the same question, like has the same suit and like is famous?
I can't remember.
You know what I'm
So
talking about, right?
so
I
he's
think I know who you're talking about. I think I know
Yeah,
who you're
there's a guy at a Blizzard convention who asks the same question every time, but like it's a fun question and it's one that makes sense, and he
Right.
and like it's just he's known in the community now. Every time he comes up, the crowd cheers and everything. People
Right.
at the panelists like know what's up already,
Yes, I know what he's gonna do.
and like they're like, go ahead and ask the question, and then like, he asks the same question, and it's great.
The thing with this guy is like he's trying to reference that stupid, goofy Sonic CD image with his realistic-looking Sonic, almost like
apparently he didn't know about it.
Way.
Did you? Okay, so someone talked
Wait.
about it later in the panel.
Wait,
there-
this you tell me this fool didn't know about it?
So yeah, no, later in the panel. I don't know if you watched the full questionnaire. Someone later in the panel was about to ask a question, but before he's like, I think I know what that guy was talking about because of the whole Sonic CD thing. And the guy who asked the question, screamed from the background, I actually don't know what that is.
My God, I'm just look. That question, it's like, come on, dude. There are people that actually have legit shit they want to ask. My fiance did, Jovial Knights did, a few other cool fucking people that I know wanted to ask some legit questions. And no, this dumb motherfucker wants to go up there and do that. Like no disrespect to you, dude, but if you're watching this stream, next time maybe have a little more fucking courtesy for the people that have real shit to ask, not this dumb, stupid, autistic bullshit. Excuse that word. Sorry, but I feel strongly about it.
There's another question on there
other
that was.
questions.
Yeah, there's another question that was also stupid. That motherfucker that was asking about the inspiration for Rivals or whatever.
Like,
I don't know.
why are we asking about old games like that? Like the inspiration about Rival? Like,
Yeah,
maybe
he
he
said it was
wanted
his
to ask
first
that for a
game.
few years.
He said it was his
Oh,
first game in this fandom, but like at the same time,
Okay.
like the inspiration for Rivals, it's a Sonic game where it's a 2D platformer racer. I feel like that's just the inspiration already, and that's literally what they said. They're like,
And
we
then-
want to. Sonic's been a 2D platformer, but what if there was a second person? And that's the game.
There was only one good question in that whole Q&A, and that was like, how long does it take to animate their stuff, their adventure or
Yeah,
whatever.
Like
That was
that's actually
That was an okay question. That was a
yeah. And then there was the guy that asked about, are there two different worlds now? It's like, didn't Azuka already clarify that there's two different timelines,
Yes.
two different worlds or some shit? So I'm like, so why are you asking?
Oh wait, sorry, really quick tangent. I just saw the thing you posted about the Sonic fighter game you're working on. I've seen this before. This is what you're talking about?
Yeah, actually, the art style though, it's that's done by Silent Knight. He wanted to work on it, but he kind of wanted to do his own, like, I'm gonna be on and off. So we're gonna be wiping that style. Like, I've already done a lot of animations, so I can retool them to resemble Heese's more. So
Nice.
it's gonna look a bit different, but yeah, that's what I'm working
I
on.
have seen this before.
Yeah, a lot of people were asking, is there a demo? I'm like, it's a mock-up, guys. We don't have a demo yet. Please.
But sorry for the tangent. I just clicked this thing. I was like,
No,
oh,
it's-
I know what this
it's-
is.
No, it's all good.
like podcasts always have like a billion tangents. I don't care if we have a tangent. We can have.
Hey, it's all good. I mean, like, we're Sonic fans. We're known for our goofy ass tangents. I mean, Embody made a 3-hour video comparing Boost to Adventure. Like, I love these discussions. There's something else,
Yeah.
But yeah, some of those questions, I'm like, God, this is your one chance.
Oh, my
One
question-
chance to
my-
talk to these people.
My question would have got me thrown out, honestly.
What was your question, dude?
What were your questions?
I would literally walk up to him, look them dead in the eye, and go, "So when you motherfuckers gonna say, hey, by the way, the movie's an early April Fool's Day joke?"
This is not a season April Fool's joke.
Oh my god.
Like
like,
the Blizzard Con joke.
like, yeah,
Guy,
like, yeah,
damn.
the mobile Diablo thing, yeah.
Yeah, dude, that last Blizzard conference was bad. Like,
it's bad that they, like, I know that they were going for more of the Chinese market because a lot of people in China, like, that's where a lot of the money is. The thing is, they all play mobile games. Consoles are dying in the Asian market, so they're obviously going for those people. That's why they even have it in, an Asian studio.
I thought, like,
Asia-based studio working with them to make that.
I thought like the biggest problem, like people, I don't really know. It's like the only Blizzard game I'm really into is Overwatch. But
Yeah.
Same.
I thought like people were upset with the Blizzard Con because like none of the Blizzard games have been getting updated or like fine tuned that well. People are asking for things and like they're not responding that well, and so people are like, oh, maybe they'll talk about it in BlizzCon, and then nothing happened. Like very little things were shown. And
Like-
people
Like,
were
that
really
was
upset
the
about
main
that.
event. People paid money to get on a plane and then paid an outrageous amount to get to that specific event at the con, because then you got to pay for the door fee, then you got to pay for the premium to get in. And what do they show you? This lame ass phone game? I'm sorry, but that's not the sandwich people are wanting. They want like a big meat piece beef, not this supplemental bullshit. Okay.
Did you guys
And
actually give?
if you want your vegan beef, here's the storms right there.
Did you guys actually pay money for the virtual ticket?
No, I didn't. I watched it.
No,
after,
I
'cause had
watched
work.
the stream of it. I
I
was so floored that was that they were gonna do. I'm like, they could have at least put the 4th Diablo game in as an announcement, but they did not. And I'm like, why would you even consider doing that at your own damn event? And what's sad, you've seen the parlor where they had the phone games for people to play it. It was almost dead fucking empty. Sucks to be those guys. And the social media guy, he knew he was getting thrown to the wolves. He knew it. That Asian guy, I felt so bad for him.
I think
He had to try and make people hype for it. He had to try.
I think the one comment like really nailed the coffin was what, do you guys not have any phones?
Oh, that from the developer.
Just get a phone,
yeah,
forehead.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, we all have fucking phones in 2017, asshole. Really? Like, come on, dude.
I don't, dude. The only game I play on my phone and like consistently play on my phone is, not gonna lie, Sonic Forces Speed Battle. I actually like that.
I hate that game. I'm just that game frustrates me, but I still play.
Really good at that game.
Actually, that's another segue we can do because that was another point. They also announced that Sonic Dash is on its 6-year anniversary.
A lot of people actually really like that. I didn't get to play it.
Sonic Dash is free.
I play it all the time when I'm on the road. Honestly.
Oh no, I'm thinking of Sonic Runners. I'm sorry.
No, Sonic Runners is dead, dude.
I want Sonic Runners to come back. That was a great game. I enjoyed
What I
that.
didn't like about Sonic Runners was how much paywall there was.
Oh, I know.
Cause like there's so many ads, there's so much paywall. You have to like take breaks from the game. Like I just want I want like a Sonic Dash but like 2D where it's just like, oh, I can hop in the game. There's endless running. Let's go.
On which one now?
Like a runner's type.
Oh, that one.
Because and yeah, Pooh, it's straight up. Sonic Runners does not exist anymore. I think I'll look for it in the App Store. I could be wrong. I might prove myself wrong doing this, but hey, I'll check. I have my phone right here. I'll have the Google Play Store.
Didn't someone say that fucking Runners was coming back though, or something like that?
Runners.
Let's.
So there's Sonic Runners Adventure, but it's a $3 game, and I don't think it has the shit that Sonic Runners has. What the wait? This does not look like Sonic Runners. What is this? What the fuck?
You two keep this. You two keep this up. I'm gonna go pee.
Actually, did remember I got to play Sonic Dash. I was my Aunt Tara had a Kindle, and this was when I was stuck living in this little one-stop light town out in the sticks, North Florida, called Bronson. It's about 50 minutes from any form of civilization. The nearest GameStop is about an hour away. That's how far out in the sticks I am. There's nothing out there. So when I wasn't working out or practicing martial arts with Grandpappy, because he's a non-veteran, he wanted me to learn how to defend myself. You know, pass on something before he gets too old. The old pothead, I love him.
Okay.
I would play Sonic Dash on the Kindle, and it was actually pretty fun.
Okay, so I guess there is Sonic Runners Adventure. I guess there's 4 zones and a decent amount of levels per zone.
Okay.
But so I don't really know what it is, but I guess it's not Sonic Runners.
This is the. Well, the Runners was kind of like that. Runners just had like the same couple levels with like different variants and obstacles. It felt like.
I'm not sure. It's $3 and Tetra just so I can know what I'm talking about.
Apparently, yeah, that's actually pretty cheap. Apparently, it had a lot of characters. That's the only thing I know about it, is that it had a lot of characters.
Yeah,
like, more than you could justify for a mobile game, even if it does one function.
Yeah, we could have Buffalo play it, and then he can give his review next time we do a podcast.
Oh, okay.
When we have Becky on the stream next time.
Yeah, sure.
I can't believe she's cool with actually jumping in here.
She's surprised. Becky's surprisingly chill.
I still don't know who she is.
Okay, so back in the day, before DeviantArt,
I don't even have a DeviantArt.
dude. Before there was DeviantArt, there was Fan Art Central and Cheesy Art, and I remember her character being on there.
I remember Cheesy Art.
She got fan art from a guy called Emerald Master or something like that. I remember he did some kind of porny shit here and there.
Was that the thing she posted on Twitter today?
I don't know.
Twitter?
I actually asked her because I think it's Auntie Moira or something like that. I don't know how to spell it.
It's Auntie Moira. Auntya, and then
Auntie?
Yeah.
Auntie.
Like Auntie,
right?
yeah.
Like
what?
Moira, like the character from Overwatch.
Auntie Moira.
Is
Auntie with a Y?
Yeah.
It's spelled with one I.
Moira Auntie. At Moira Auntie.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh.
Yeah, she's been in the community for a long ass time.
A couple years longer than me, yeah.
Back in the day, she brought about a lot of the famous characters. Her character was definitely a bit more sexualized, people gave her shit for having the net ticks thing. I'm like, look, if she wants to put big titties on a character, who the fuck cares?
Oh, that's where
Oh
that's
my-
came from.
cares?
That's
Oh,
funny.
I've seen this art before. I've seen the Misty Vins commission before.
Yeah, she's done a lot of cool shit.
Did
over
people
the
really bitch about having tits? Really?
They back in the day they did. They said
Fucking-
her character was one dimensional and bland because she had big tits, but there was
Oh,
also
actually, this SFW. Those are boobs.
well, they were she's not safe for work. We should have gave you that warning.
No,
But-
it's fine.
Well, no one's gonna see anything. Like most of the
But-
screen is just like the promo art that she gave me.
Yeah, I like that. But basically, she did do some foreign conventions here and there, but she got so big, so popular, so many people were trying to clamor for a commission for her or an art trade or something. I think really just it got out of hand. I don't know the whole story, but I think it got out of hand. She had so much on her plate, and she could not be able to keep track of who commissioned what and blah blah blah. And after people started really digging up Backlash and shit, and the bad Sonic character blogs came out, where they were really tearing people down for having characters that were even if they were Hedgehog, they said, oh, this looks like a recolor of this or that or blah blah blah, or she's one dimensional. It's basically shit talking blogs between people. They weren't actually bad Sonic characters. It was just people who were jealous and had shitty opinions and assholes, basically. So they ran those and the Tumblr, all that shit. The drama exploded. She had to get the fuck away. Apparently she's a mom now, so she's really chill.
Oh yeah, her kid's like in preschool now. I think her kid's like 5 years old or something like that. Her kid is fucking cute sounding. Jesus Christ, she is a precious little thing.
I haven't seen her kids, so I mean, it feels weird. Like she comes back after, like what, almost 10 years, I guess, almost 10 years, and then
And
like, hey, I'm a mom. Here's my kid. I'm like, you drew some shit back in the day. I don't know if I don't know how it feels. Like it feels like looking at a picture of your kid. Like yeah, I'm probably sure their kid's cute. That's no offense. I'm just like, whoa, what kind of timeline am I living in? That's what I'm asking.
but yeah, she's surprisingly chill. Except when she's playing Overwatch, and oh my god, it's so funny playing Overwatch with her and hearing her fucking just be funny, calm, and sweet, and fucking throwing a little sexual humor, and then hearing her say, "Listen here, you useless cunt! Why don't you actually hit a shot?"
If I had a chance to play Overwatch, I'd troll the shit out of people with my Shaggy impression.
That's almost a direct quote, by the way.
Wow, that sounds fun.
I need to play Overwatch more. I haven't. I just haven't played it. I haven't played it since Ash came out.
The last online game I
There's gonna be a
night,
big patch on Tuesday.
and it was in.
I'm hoping it's Baptiste.
I had 45 seconds of Fortnite. I got there, landed. I heard some 8-year-olds screaming at some guy calling.
That's
him
why you
everything under the
fucking
sun,
mute your
and I
chat
logged
and
out.
fucking play in a Discord call.
I logged out. I was like, nope, I don't have friends to play this on. I'm just gonna deal with 12-year-olds all day. So I uninstalled the demo.
I don't personally like Fortnite, like playing it, but I respect the game because of like what it does for
I
marketing
can
and
respect
like
what it does.
because I see like people are making fun of like kids dancing or like talking about it in public, but like these kids like have this video game that they get to talk about and it's cool to talk about and play. I didn't have that growing up. I didn't have it. Like if I was playing video games or wanted to talk about that growing up, that was not the cool thing. Like these kids like get to dance and like have like these representative things and like get together and talk about that, and
Like-
it's amazing.
Y'all gonna make fun of those kids doing that dumbass dance. Y'all know every motherfucker out there was doing the dumbass caramel dancing back in the day. Come on.
Gangnam Style right there.
Come on.
Gangnam Style's right there.
No one
People
remembers
are definitely
Gangnam
Gangnam
Style
Style.
anymore. Gangnam Style died quickly, didn't it?
Oh, absolutely, but like it's in the same
Yeah.
vein. It's a specific
in the
dance.
same vein, pretty much. It's like the dumbass whipping Nene. God, I hate that dance. I hate that dance. I hate that song. I hate everything about it. It was so over fucking played, but I'm not gonna get it. That's a different tangent.
Here's a good question. What popular dance does everybody hate?
What platformer?
What isn't there?
Like
what platformer do? I'm confused. What
no. Question: What meme dance do you all hate? Like if you guys
That I hate?
if you could like pick one dance to make never exist, what would you choose?
Orange Justice because I can't do it and I don't know how to do it and it makes me sad.
Okay. If I can't pick Whippin' Nene, because I already named that, there is a meme dance called The Reject, coupled with a song that goes, "You're a jerk, I know. You're a jerk, I know." It looks like
Oh, I
people
know that
are
song.
running backwards, and I could not figure out how to do it. And the move was called The Reject.
I'm looking it up right now.
I'd get rid of that.
I would-
'Cause
Is it like a skipping moonwalk?
it's like a backward skipping moonwalk. That's exactly how it is.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
That's
I-
the best way to describe it.
I would delete twerk.
You would delete work.
Here's a reason that. So I didn't.
I
So
wouldn't
I
do
still.
it.
So I'm still one of the crazy people that still plays World of Warcraft. And recently, a new the new trolls were released, and my friend made a female troll, and it was like, okay, let's see what the dance is. It's twerking. I'm like, I feel uncomfortable.
Dude, Spectacular Proof said that they hate the dab.
Dabs.
That's not a dance. That's just some.
That's just emotion. That's just your hands going to a side. It makes me feel like a Power Ranger when I do it.
aggressively dabbing just for you, Pooh. Just for you.
to be honest, I'll tell you this. I don't really consider twerk a dance move. It's just some way for e-thoughts to shake their ass.
It's
I
it's enough of
call
a.
that,
It has
but-
enough motion to be a dance in my book.
I know, but like they'd call it anything now. If it wasn't called a twerk, it would have another name. It's basically booty shaking. That's all it is.
Hey, I can
curious,
do
though.
it, so I'm okay with it.
Girls
I'm
can
curious-
do it, but when I do it, people throw shit at me.
But you have to learn how to do it correctly. You can't do like.
How do you
the
fucking
arching
you
back.
shake your ass? That's all you do.
We're gonna get
Nah,
into the
there's
science
a-
of making your
There's
ass
emotion
clap.
to it. There's emotion to it. I
Motion
can't make
of
it clap.
emotion.
I've tried.
You know
Oh,
what?
God.
You know what? Just to please people, when I find an animator that takes commission, I'm just gonna have them fucking draw Jinx twerking, and that's gonna be my screensaver.
Someone's gonna like that, I'm sure. I like all these little art you have over on your screen, though. I do.
Yeah, I think I put
See,
too much
people-
on the screen. I put like I got the sprite, I got whatever the thing Becky did, and then I got the emotion, and then I got a big Jinx on the screen. So it's like
Yeah.
I
can
need
dig it.
I need one more for the other corner.
Yeah.
Pooh, I
can
like the
dig it.
dab because it really isn't a dance, but it's just like quick meme move, and it's like my favorite thing to do. Whenever something amazing happens, like if I'm playing a game, I do something great, I can just look at the camera and dab real quick, and it's just funny.
Look,
it's just a fun thing to do.
It's as stupid as doing the stupid okay hand meme. That's basically all the value it has.
I like
Yeah.
dabbing actually. You wanna know why?
Why?
Because every time I do it, I feel like a Power Ranger from season 1.
That is such a Power Ranger move from season 1. Holy
Yeah,
shit, that is a Mighty
we-
Morphin Power Ranger move.
Yeah,
we
see
need to
now
get
it's not
into the
as
habit of
bad.
performing. You need to get into the habit of performing you poses in public.
Oh my god. Fucking Ginyu Force poses?
Yeah,
Man,
absolutely.
I have to lose some fucking pounds. I'd fall flat on my fucking face if I tried to do it.
No, just do the one where like he's looking under his legs or something.
Oh yeah, some goofy shit like that. Hey
That-
Pooh, or hey man, it's nice to see you, dude. He's one of my buddies. Quit sending me those fucking licky lip gifs.
Pooh-
From that typo.
Pooh's been
Basically,
following my
like-
channel since I started. Actually, he's one of the originals.
He's a
Sam.
cool guy. He's been sending me these stupid gifts from an anime where this weird pink-haired crazy bitch keeps licking the guy, all because I had a typo where I said I picked up Fatima from the airport, except I licked her up at the airport. And I'm like, fuck, a typo, and now I won't live it down because he keeps sending me that goofy shit. Stop it, you nerd.
Stop it, motherfucker.
But
Well-
yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
We have been really distracted. Holy poop!
Oh, absolutely.
What was the last thing we covered?
The only thing that we really didn't cover was we talked about pretty much everything here.
Yeah, we did.
The only thing we didn't talk about was IDW.
Yeah, we didn't
Oh.
talk about IDW.
Yeah, we can tie that in with the frog with some merchandise too.
We talked
So-
about the merchandise a little bit.
Yeah, we did talk about.
We can mix those two in. I have not
Yeah.
read IDW, but I've seen Tangle and Whisper all over the fucking place. I actually love them.
I like
Um,
Whisper.
IDW does not have that many
There's-
issues. If you, there's a way I read it. I would pick it up, but there's no comic book store around me, which is really
I
upsetting.
can't
just-
find any that carries it either.
No, there's
There's-
literally no. I'm saying
There's
I'm
gotta
not
be a
like, saying,
website
like-
that posts it though, because there was a
Yeah,
website
but
for.
it's expensive for shipping,
Oh.
man. For
No,
like,
no, not to buy to like read it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't condone not buying it, but I do have a place I go to read it. And I would-
I
and I-
gotta say, I like it. Some of the old Archie fans, they've been real critical of it because it's not as covered in much in depth. I'm like, I can see where you guys have your criticisms from, but the thing is, Ian Flynn, head writer, I used to vehemently hate his work, but me now I'm saying, you know what? I'm gonna say this.
He can write Sonic.
Like I like the fact that Ian Flynn has an audience. The things that he's a holdover. He's a fuck a holdover from Archie. So he's got a lot to prove to Sega. He's got to make one full successful year of comics with his writing. Not only that, but build it from no fucking lore except for Forces, which is already hard enough to do because you don't have all that lore and context and shit like he came in with Archie. He has to do it on his own. He has to do all that. If he does ever consider including the Archie characters, because some people are saying, "Oh, Ian Flynn, the Archie characters aren't in there because Ian Flynn said so." It's like, no, you fucking morons. He doesn't have that agency. He doesn't have that power. He doesn't own them. The thing is, he would probably have to wait to see if the comics had a full year run, and it sold well, and he's proved himself as a writer, and maybe then once it's established some groundwork, maybe then he can incorporate them. I don't even know if he's going to. Sega may not even want to deal with the baggage. So while it sucks, I'm not going to see Sally again. I like Sally a lot. You know, it is what it is. The things that keeps those characters alive, keep drawing art, keep making music of them, like music of shit inspired by Sad AM or something. Keep making music, art, media, anything. The characters don't really die if you don't let them die. That's the
I
thing.
like the new characters they have right now, and like, yeah, we're only 15 episodes. We're only 15, 14 issues in, 15 coming out.
Yeah, 15.
14 issues in, and we have 5 new characters that definitely need like more lore or exploration because like they're not bad characters. I don't think there are any of them bad characters except for Tumble. I don't like Tumble, but Tumble specifically because like all he's ever said is just like, "Haha, I'm a dumb character." Whoa. But
they're half-assed okay for me.
There was
like,
one.
like they're like the henchman villains, but like they have a little bit of extra charm to them, I guess.
So they're
Yeah,
just.
Tangle and Whisper have their clear personality of who they are, but they just need more
Right.
exploration, which I guess that's what the Tangle and Whisper
Am I the
side
only
comic
one?
is going to be for. But
Am I the only one who thinks that Whisper's mask is a Pokemon? By the way, it looks like Aeron.
Pokemon?
I haven't. I don't
It looks
see
it looks like Aeron.
It
Also,
kinda does.
Oh yeah,
Like,
nice.
she did have a very interesting design. Like, you know, if you ever notice a lot of Sonic characters that that are made that try to stand out, you know, there's markings or something on their body or something that someone comes up with. Like my character Bolt, he's got Persian inspired decorative armor, and he's got a really specific color scheme that's kind of a callback to the Babylon Rogues with all the markings on them. But with Whisper, she's got some markings because she's a species of Japanese wolf that can come in blonde, but the clothing really suits her color scheme. It's
Yeah.
really neat. I really like that idea. Like the
And
fact that the clothing to express her.
speaking.
there is one character part of the IDW comics that is new, and I do fucking love this character, and I really wish like he could be like. You haven't read it, Jinx. I'm not trying not to spoil, but there is a specific character who was introduced and is a villain.
I
I'm
know
sure-
who you're talking about.
Yeah, you know who I'm talking about.
I don't
And-
mind spoilers. You can give me a spoiler. I don't care.
Just a character called Dr. Starline, and
Yeah.
Is that the new guy that was like
He's a
teased?
platypus. He's
Yes.
a platypus.
I've seen him. Yeah,
Yeah.
my fucking drew him recently in a Playboy
Yeah,
outfit for some reason.
I absolutely love his character so much. Like the way he talks, his motivations and everything, and like him like having like questioning his own motivations and what he's doing and like what he can do as well. I just love his character, and I wish he could be the replacement for as the main villain. Like that's how much I love his character.
Hey, I'm glad that you can enjoy him a lot. I haven't really got my hands on the comic yet. I only have.
From
a
what I
couple-
can see, like
Issue
they're also
10.
like characters that pre-existed also are getting like better writing. Like I like what
Yes.
they're doing with Silver. Actually, I'm about to post something in the podcast chat. It's
No.
it's my favorite thing that I've seen so far. That makes Silver fucking precious.
Silver being just like a naive dumb kid, but like who just
Like-
likes things.
Like
even
that.
Amy has better writing.
Fuck Amy.
Yeah, Amy is great.
I love her in the IDW, and that's the first time I can confidently say I like Amy since Adventure 1, because like in Adventure 1, well, I didn't mind Amy in Adventure 2. Her face model was ugly though.
No, I'm saying Adventure 2 she was bad. I don't like her in Adventure 2.
Yeah, but in Adventure 1, like she actually has an arc, she has a story, she talks about being more independent. I do like the Japanese voice actor for her, and the voice actor for her in English is alright. But I liked her as a character because she tried to, say, you know what? I need to be more about myself. I need to be independent. I don't need to depend on Sonic all the time to save my pink ass.
My
Which is great.
problem, my problem, my problem was like original Amy was her role of what she's supposed to be is too forced.
Damsel in distress.
No,
Yeah.
no, the main
Oh, when you say
characters.
original, I'm
Yeah,
I'm going all the way
the
back to Rosie Rascal. I'm sorry.
no, not even just Amy in general has just always been Sonic's not girlfriend, and it's
True.
like I feel like that is way too forced, and it makes me hate her.
Why does it feel like though that when they make a character like that, when they rebooted Archie like Thunderbolt, the chinchilla, why is it it feels like she's more appropriate even though she's Eggman obsessed? It's like she is near psychopathic. She shocks the shit out of people.
Because she actually does
But handsome.
something.
Yeah,
Mm.
I guess that's it. They never really let Amy do anything in the comic. She's a child who purposely aged up her body to be with Sonic, but her mind is still that of a brat.
That's another reason why I
So
hate her because
yeah, kind of creepy. Kind of
yeah,
creepy.
like I feel like she's inviting pedophiles. Not
Like,
to, not to start,
oof.
not
I
to,
will say this.
not to start a pedophile tangent, by the way.
Right. All I've got to say is like, I think their aesthetic for her is like, okay, well, it's like a Minnie Mouse with no personality. Just there to look cute,
Yes.
you
Like
know?
I don't know. There's
Except in IDW. In IDW, she's great. Drinks read IDW.
Oh yeah, she's
I
great in
I want
IDW.
to. I just again money. I'm
I
as people
I will
that know.
send you the
I'm
thing. I will send you the thing because I do have a way I read it. I do want to support the comics, but like I'm not saying like there's no comic store that supports like that has them in stock. There's just no comic store around me at all.
same.
I got a whole
Like
bunch around
even
me.
if
None of
I
them carry it.
like even if I did have money, like there's no comic book store.
Yeah,
Like
there's just nothing around me. Even
Yeah,
like it's not part of like oh no one carries it. It's just there's no one.
that sucks.
It's bad, but
That really sucks. I'm sorry.
I don't know. Like
I found out like just a week ago. I guess I can get them mailed in physical on the same day they're released. So I might start doing that if I can.
I gotta say, I do like the variety in style for Sonic's IDW comics. Like they're very expressive. I feel like they are given more wiggle room to do something with the art. Because if you
Sorry.
look at Archie, until the near end, it had a very basic Sonic style that didn't really stand apart from the games or the
Sometimes it was
adventure
super
art.
gross.
Sometimes it was super gross. Like a lot of the older art, my god, there was some shit in that. That's a whole tangent on its own. But holy shit, some of the stills from that. My god, I've seen some shit from the old Archie. I don't
I'm
know
just,
what their bottom line was for artists, but they ooh,
I'm just gonna quickly shut the name Penders and I'm gonna leave it there.
that's a
But in the new one, the art is so nice. I
It's
like
really good.
this. I like this.
The art and then Ian Flynn's writing is how far are you behind Bolt or John
Uh,
Sutter
I'm. How far am I? What?
in IDW?
I'm up to issue 11 right now.
Oh, get caught up, dude. Starline's in 14
I
and
know.
he's sassy.
I'm sure he's sassy. I feel like the coloring style mimics. You're probably not gonna know what the hell I'm talking about, but there's a painting style called gouache. It's very. If you looked at gouache and put it in a 3D environment in a game, it would be cell shaded basically. That's what a gouache painting style.
Oh, so
So,
I've seen plenty of these paintings. I just know there's a name for them.
the games that emulate that are Wind Waker and Okami, and a little bit of Beautiful Joe. So when I look at that style, that painting style gouache, the muted colors, but they're bright and they pop out at you. Something about that really reminds me of the IDW art style because there's some gouache color to it, and I really like it. They're so expressive, and the color's nice.
It's
Really
expressive. You
enjoy
can
it.
tell what's happening pretty well. The writing complements it well
Yeah.
too.
Like they don't make the panels weird. Like in Archie, they had this weird habit where sometimes they jump around the panels and they go to like three different scenes, all cut away from each other, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening? How did Sonic end up over here and then hit this guy and then all the way over here when the previous panel there's like three of them behind him and four in front of him, but then they show him attacking something. I don't know. It was very confusing.
like in the 14th, I'm not gonna spoil the 14th chapter. I'm just using part of it as an example.
Okay.
In the 14th chapter, they does cut it. Like, there's the main event between Sonic and Starline, of course. There's other characters, but I'm not gonna say who they are. But then it cuts away to something that Eggman is doing for a little bit, and then it cuts back. But it does it perfectly. It has a perfect split of when it happens, because there's a break in between the fighting for a reason, and that's when they put it.
Right. Okay. All right. I'm looking at the time. It's 11:22, and I
It
do need to
is,
spend some
jeez.
time with that lady because Mass Werecat, she's been missing me for like the past 3 days.
Yeah, we can wrap this up in like a
Yeah,
couple
sure.
minutes.
No problem. Hey, this was fun. I'm curious as to what Becky's gonna ask because
I don't know. I still gotta like plan all that out. So we'll probably
Well, when
start.
do you want to do this again? Because
I told her that we would probably aim for like the weekend. So between Friday and Sunday.
yeah, I next week I do not work Friday or Saturday, but I do work Sunday, but only till 9.
okay,
So even if
Fatima.
it was like 9:30 again, like today, I'd be fine with it.
Okay, Fatima usually has she has some kind of like she has college classes throughout the week, and she has one class on Friday usually. Sometimes she'll have an appointment or something in the afternoon. I'll try and ask her preemptively and make sure that this time there is no last minute fucking bullshit like what happened today because she could not stop that.
Yeah, I
Actually,
Yeah.
speaking of her, actually, if today's recording was going to get canceled, I was actually going to ask if she would want to pop in because she was actually there. So her input probably would have been like nice.
absolutely.
Okay.
We can actually bring her in next time and like do like 20 minutes of recap of this
Oh,
of the racing game topic.
no,
Yeah, that'd be cool.
next time that we are on though, there's a game coming out called this Friday called Sekiro. I don't know if you know what it is. It's the next like
Sekiro.
yeah, it's the next From Software game. People who made Dark Souls and Bloodborne, and I'm gonna be playing that a lot, like very quickly, like day one.
Ah,
I'm think I'm doing. I think I can do. I did it for Smash, so I'm gonna try to do another 24-hour stream for it. But yeah, I'm gonna have a lot on my mind about that game
okay.
specifically.
By the way, sorry, Pooh. I didn't know you went BRB, but we're wrapping this up. I was about to comment on how I thought Sekiro was going to be a Tenchu game because in Tenchu 3, Wrath of Heaven, the main villain Tenrai, he's reviving an army of the dead and trying to take over, including some of the main uh, protagonists' old rivals and partners and family. Well, he said the original character Rikimaru is supposedly dies in Tenchu 2. Well,
Well,
he comes back and he says the Rikimaru that you met was a shadow. I am the real Rikimaru. And when they relay that to Tenrai, he says shadows can die twice. And I thought that was a Tenchu reference. I was so wrong.
well, what you might not know about this game is that this was originally a Tenchu game. Activision acquired the rights to Tenchu, and From Software was going to make another Tenchu game, but then they're like, we have a specific style, or like I guess like a look to our games that people expect. So
That's
we're
right.
gonna make this action adventure game, in samurai style. That kind of reminds the people of Tenchu, but with our own From Software,
Oh
I
yeah,
guess charm to it. And
the
so it
grappling.
was originally a Tenchu game, but then they made it their own thing.
Okay, yeah, the grappling hook. That definitely makes more sense now. Because I was wondering, they have Samurai and he's got a prosthetic arm, and you can customize that with stuff. That's kind of going to replace the smoke bombs and the poison knives and the thumbtacks on the ground and all that shit. So
But yeah, it was Activision has Tenchu rights, and From was going to make a Tenchu game, but then in the process of making this one, they're like, we're just gonna make this a new IP because it's gonna work better if we do.
all right, yeah, I can understand that. Okay,
So
you
yeah,
guys.
If you want your Tenchu fix, there you go. Sorry for the odd non-Sonic tangent at the end.
Ah, it's okay.
I mean, the podcast isn't strictly Sonic. Like we are obviously going to find other things to talk about because Sonic can only go so far.
Yeah, I guess we should talk about Sonic again when more Team Sonic Racing news comes out, or we can like
Yeah.
joint play it together.
We can like also make like new discussions, random discussions because it doesn't always
No,
have to be current news. Current if we went only on current news, we
we'd
would
be
die
starved.
quick.
We'd be
Yeah,
starved for content.
yeah. So like we can bring in other things or just make up random discussions.
That's fair.
All right, so we're gonna wrap this up in 5 minutes. So anybody who's like currently active in the chat right now, if you have a question, we can answer questions for like 5 minutes or so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
Then we'll give you
if you got a
guys.
question, feel
When
free
we
to ask.
yeah. And
If you hear from my Twitter, just don't bring up my recent posts on Twitter inside this stream specifically. You
Yeah,
can do it later on.
let's leave that in a different context. And Spectacular Pooh said if we like feudal era stuff, it's a bit dark, but check out Dororo.
Dororo?
I can't pronounce it.
I think it's Dororo or
It's a Japanese
Dororo.
animated series.
It makes
with
me think
also
of
a manga.
Durarara, but it's not Durarara. It's Dororo. Dororo. I don't know how to pronounce it. Fuck.
It's an anime that is super old, as in like 1969.
Holy shit, man.
I-
Sounds old.
I've been so close minded on anime. I've literally the only anime I've been watching like the last year has been like FMA Brotherhood and My Hero.
What kind of anime do you particularly like?
Oh, I got it right. What kind of? I don't know. It's like it depends on the story, the voice acting, the music. There's a lot of factors.
Yeah, there's-
Like okay, so FMA Brotherhood is a good example of the kind of anime I would like.
Sky, they remastered that anime apparently.
Oh, nice.
I was gonna say sorry. Well, actually, Pooh said that in the chat, but
No, I know. I'm reading here. 2018, one of the
Right.
best one. Yeah.
okay.
Also, it's like
But-
recent remaster.
Right. This is what I was gonna say. There's if you ever played, I know that they made Visceral Games made a very God of War-esque game called Dante's Inferno based on the Divine Comedy. The guy that they got to play Dante, you know, your Turkish Catholic angry Christian crusader for that game. They got him. They got him to play Dracula in the Castlevania anime.
Oh, that's
and
great.
Holy shit, he's the best Dracula ever. If you like dark anime, blood, gore, vampires, all that crazy shit, watch Castlevania's anime. And you know what? This is the thing that's gonna blow your mind. It has American animators in it. They have some assistant from Korean animators, but American animators worked on this. That's kick-ass. I was so surprised when I found that. I was like, there's no way that they raised the bar from Avatar: The Last Airbender, but they fucking did. And I was like, whoa, that's fucking amazing. So I'm super stoked for season 3 whenever it comes out. I really gotta see it.
Thinking about it, like, there's no like specific like kind of anime I like. I just like good stories and like things I just personally enjoy. So it's like
Yeah.
like
me
the,
too.
like the three that I'm currently keeping up with is My Hero Academia, which obviously has a break till October.
Right.
Mob Psycho 2, I guess, and then Promise Neverland, which are all very different shows.
What are some
Promise
old?
Neverland especially.
What
I
are
hear a lot about Promise Neverland.
Just watch it. I cannot talk about it. I literally cannot say a single thing about it without spoiling it. You need to go watch it
Okay.
right now.
what's an
I'll try to check it out.
what's like 3 old animes you guys liked? And don't say DBZ because everyone says DBZ.
I do
Okay.
like DBZ.
I got
Naruto.
3. Wait, well, how old are you talking?
Like okay, between now and like early '90s, early 2000s, kind of.
All right, I got 3.
Like-
Outlaw
like-
Star-
I was about to say that as an example. Like Outlaw Star is a good old one to
Okay.
list off.
Outlaw Star, Cowboy Bebop, and Samurai Champloo.
I haven't watched that many, so I am going to say DBZ. Sorry.
Fucking cheater.
No, I do like Naruto. I grew up on Naruto. It's like my first like anime I really got into.
Mhm.
And then like I'm very basic. There's a lot of things I haven't watched. I still have not watched FMH Brotherhood.
How
Uh,
how hard is it to get into Boruto for you?
I have not caught up, but like I
I-
watched the first like 20 something episodes as they were airing out.
It's
I
hard
just
for
have-
me to watch it. It's hard.
I didn't mind it. I think the first like arc is kind of slow, but like where I left
That's
off.
like
was,
every first season, though. To be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah,
arc was
that's
kinda
usual
slow.
for first seasons. It's hard to pick up.
The first arc was kind of slow, but it had like good character development, and then but like where I left off, like where I left off is where they just like stopped airing it because that's just the schedule they were going on.
Right.
I just haven't watched it since.
Is it-
It started picking up, but like I've seen some of the animations stuff and like some of the battles that have happened since then, and there's a lot of cool shit.
Like the one where fucking Rock Lee was fighting his kid. That was a neat one.
I'm mainly talking about the one where Naruto and Sasuke are just going at it, and the animation's just crisp as fuck.
Oh, God.
Gorgeous shit there.
I didn't like
All
that
right,
arc
guys.
just because it was like okay, I'm gonna be like one more minute. The only reason why I didn't like that
I'm sorry.
yeah, so yeah, John's going. He'll be back for the next week. Actually, let's wrap it
Yeah.
up now because we're
I'll
Yeah.
try to. I will try my best.
If you're watching, have a good night, everybody. Thank you for joining in.
Have a good night.
and yeah, make a.
Actually, did you want to finish what you were saying,
I
Jinx?
forgot what I was saying. I think I was saying it's hard for me to get into that saga because it's basically what the movie was. That's like my own problem. It's like, okay, you're just like reanimating that at this point.
Yeah, but still, some good shit. All right, good night, guys.
All right, we will see you guys
Adios.
next week. I might be streaming later with a game, but for now, everyone take care, and I gotta go put this on YouTube.
Okay,
Goodbye.
peace.
Goodbye.
Slap it on the YouTuber.
Slap it on my cock.
Why would you do it to a rooster? You're a terrible person. You're an animal abuser.
Like shit, dude. Peace.